I'm gracious, but I'm not content, because I know y'all got a lot more to give me than some $250,000. When Darren Wilson killed Michael Brown, white folks gave him $300,000 in 3 weeks for his defense. And Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to build a state-of-the-art school for black boys that y'all all know I need. And after 6 months, I only got $250,000. Trifling ass black people. I'm gonna call it like I say it. And I don't care if you get offended. We can handle that outside. We trifling. I should have been had that $2 million. I should have had that $2 million 30 days after I started the fundraiser on May the 20th. It don't make no sense.
Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Any ladies in town for the training want to accompany the Prince to the Cheesecake Factory tonight? Any White Plains queens want to go out on a date with the Prince? Free date tonight to the Cheesecake Factory? Let's get into it.
It's one thing to make videos. Monty Woodgrain, I'm gonna fuck him up too. So if you could get Monty's address, it's time for me to see Monty too. I've been as patient as I can be, and I'm tired of this shit. It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the coon chip in the average Negro.
Are we rolling? We started? Is this it? This is reasonable ignorance?
Not yet. We got
Yes, sir.
now.
This is the ignorant shit you like.
I am King Cooler.
This is the ignorant shit you like. Nigga, this is the ignorant shit you like. Come on. This is the ignorant shit you like.
The motherfucker got a 9 chasing a chicken. Bombs!
I married a white girl 10 years ago, brother. Well, brother, until you unmarry her, it's best you stay over there, brother. I appreciate you and I love you, but you are no use to me with that white woman on your arm, brother. I keep telling you, consciousness over coochie, politics over punani. Correct. But I would say, listen, your wife is white. So we're going to stop the black talk right there.
The goddamn NBA is a suspect.
As soon as I said that, Mama Oya blew my cell phone off the stand. They are contacting the college to try to force them to cancel my lecture this Thursday to close out Black History Month. They're claiming I smoke crack.
And Tide, which one is it?
From this.
From this?
Yeah, let's get some cash. Let's stop giving out the cash and get the cash.
Sponsors.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. We need to
Say it to the mic,
switch up and all. Fuck that. They can hear it.
We can get sponsors. It's cool.
Yeah. We need to
secure some sponsors. We all got to secure some sponsors.
I got one. I got one.
But
B&B, let's get it.
we need to think large. Because there's people way smaller than us, man, getting a lot of cash. You know what I'm saying? That's my gripe, because I listen to this shit all day while I'm driving. I listen to the podcast.
But you
Different
realize
podcasts.
you do realize that you're giving yourself to others who will take pleasure in listening to you and who are subscribed to you.
Fuck that if it ain't about no money.
You can't sit up and say that, because then
We need some money now.
Then to that consumer and that fan that's taking their
Supporter.
time. That's a consumer, fan, supporter. That's part of the fan page. That's and then push the plus sign on Apple. Then push the subscribe sign on SoundCloud.
Yeah, but
They
fuck all
love
that
to
if it ain't
hear.
getting no money.
Listen, they love to hear your stories. They love to hear your comedy. They like to hear Be Able talk about his work stories. They like to hear Be Able's comedy. They like to hear Be Able's one-hitters. They like to hear Jeff the Illest talks about his music and the passion that he has about music. They like to hear Coach Moses come in with his one-liners. They like to hear me host. They like to hear us navigate. They like to hear us consistently every week. Every week.
That's great. That's great.
Consistently every week. We
great.
provide great entertainment
For the free.
We provide the great entertainment for the masses.
That's some sloppy white shit.
It's before Combat Blue, pause. It took him a certain amount of years also.
So let's go move
before he started bringing in sponsors.
Let's move it to the direction to get the cash.
Okay, I agree. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I don't want you to, have the spirit of saying,
We need some money.
Woe is me. I don't want to, you know. I don't want to, you know
Woe
what I'm
is
saying?
me.
Yeah, woe is me. 'Cause the thing about it is it can be
What is that? What does that mean?
the woe is me. Like, damn, I could damn if I do, damn if I don't with this podcast. Because that could be the situation that could be heard by the listener.
And
Hit it.
what the fuck?
Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. Bombs.
What the fuck about them here? That's what we got to talk about.
You tried,
They,
Deke.
they get
I
a,
tried.
They get a look in like we gonna keep it quiet. No, this is what a podcast is about. Look, y'all, we appreciate y'all supporting us. We're trying to get some money now in 2022. Fuck all this therapy and we need to talk about this and that. We need some cash.
All sponsors, all potential sponsors, please contact DM Magic Mike 32 at Magic Mike 32 on Instagram and on Twitter. All sponsors. Anybody wants to leave a commercial, contact at Magic Mike 32. He is in charge of all sponsorship. Hit it.
That's what Joe Budden did to Rory and Maul.
What? Hit it.
No, fucked him out all their money because he was in charge of all the sponsorship. So don't say I'm in charge of it. We are.
No. You can speak. You're not, but you're not Joe Budden.
No, I'm Michael Walton. I'm gonna take it all. Every dime, you're not gonna get a dime.
Just like a fucking Cowboys fan that you are.
GD from 79th Street.
Cowboys fan.
Yeah, say
The
that.
GD shit is dead now.
No.
Ain't no music coming from King Yeller. Ain't no music. Hey, you gotta quit. Hey, King Yeller, you gotta quit all that talking, man. Too much media talking and no music to follow up.
Who was that?
Right. Bombs. Hey,
I don't know.
another message too. Also, hey Ruger, where's the fucking follow up?
No remix either.
Where's the follow up to the music? JHE Ruger, where's the fucking follow up? But since you got with Kanye, there's been no music at all. Where's the music? No follow up to GD Anthem, nothing. Jeff,
What else you
Safe
gonna
to
talk
say.
about?
be able?
What are you gonna talk about?
He had to talk about life. He got shit to talk about.
Is it safe to say he's a one-hit wonder?
He's Casper. With slide.
He say
Slide
what
to the
ball?
right.
How many balls got dropped on that one? Hit it.
Slide to the right. Charlie Brown.
Crisscross.
Charlie Brown.
Did y'all think he really had another hit in him?
I
I thought he had an opportunity. I really did. It seems like every time an artist from Chicago goes with Kanye, we never hear from the person again. This is the second time that this didn't happen.
No.
First time was with Valet.
You get caught up in
Think about what I'm saying, B. We talking about right now. We ain't talking about GLC and them and all that, because that didn't get off the ground like that, did it?
No.
So the other one, what was the other nigga that was in
Really
front of it?
don't.
Huh?
Really don't.
That didn't get off the ground like it should have. I told that nigga he had a record. I told him to use this record, and he did not use that record whatsoever. He used a different type of record. He brought the record into the actual club at Funky Buddha when Funky Buddha was popping, and I was right there next to the DJ, and I'm telling him, this is the record right here. Go with that. He did not take my advice whatsoever. So every time an artist that's from Chicago goes with that guy, what happens?
No movement.
Nothing.
grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah, that's what you get for following a nigga around like that with them boots on. That's what you get.
Hit it.
He said he's gonna kick Pete Davis's ass, and he beefed that security up.
Heartbroken.
Bad. He's stalking. He's chasing that rubber duck.
He chasing who?
The rubber duck.
Don't too many people get away from that family.
Kardashians are
Unscathed.
are full of rubber ducks.
Big shout out to James Harden and big
French
shout out.
Montana.
Yeah.
French, and there's one more.
Did you hear what
Chris,
I said?
Chris.
Rubber duck.
Well,
and
he
fake
never
food.
played basketball
Fake food.
again. Chris, whatever his name, Chris something.
That's my
No,
word.
Melvin McCants.
Rashad McCants.
Rashad McCants, yeah.
But yeah, you think about it. Where's the record? That nigga had the.
Oh, fuck him, man. He ain't shit. He one hit wonder. He get too much. You talking about him too much.
He had the summer on.
He wasn't.
He had the summer and part of the
summer.
part of the fall on lock with that record. You know that. Come on now.
I didn't.
You had niggas that was your age throwing up rakes at the fucking at weddings and shit.
You know,
Hey,
you know what that record
that's a
is?
moment, man.
You know what that record is? That's a modern day On My Mama.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
On my mama.
That was a
That
banger
ain't
though.
shit.
That ain't, it's modern day On My Mama.
That ain't nothing, man. It's not classic.
No, sir.
What's not classic?
That
Record?
Let all that other GDs from outside Chicago telling that's not your age. That's not Cowboys fans. That was a great record.
Hey,
Oh,
they don't know no better.
hit it, pop it.
They don't know no fucking better.
On My Mama.
I'm trying to tell you, Wild Hunters was going crazy over the record too.
Over what? GD's in the
A
door?
moment.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is a moment. Think about a classic record like a D.A. Smart, Walk With Me.
Walk With Me is a classic.
Think about a super classic like Kusha Conflict, Hey in the Middle of the Barn.
That's a classic. Rodeo.
I'm talking about they just had a
I like
moment,
Scummy better.
like a shower during the summer.
Should have
That's
broke it
it.
to the left. That's a
Scummy
classic.
my shit. I'm sorry. I like Scummy.
You play that on the west side, somebody's gonna move to that.
They had a whole album,
Final Tick.
and I don't fuck with them at all.
Final
I have
Tick-
said that
Final
before. I
Tick
don't fuck
went-
with them at
Final
all.
Tick went gold,
Yeah, none of that shit.
and it's Inception. Final
Could
Tick.
never like Hey in the Middle of the Barn. Never.
But it's a classic.
What's the
Ever.
one? What's the Get Him Up, Get Him? That's Rodeo, right?
It's
Yeah.
Rodeo.
Yeah,
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Hulu play
No
that
matter
so
where
much.
you go.
Is it because of the Chicago thing that we have with when it comes to Chicago rap? You know we have this stigma when it comes to Chicago rap. We don't fuck with rappers from Chicago at all.
Like Common.
They fuck with Common.
But a good segment of people don't fuck
Don't
with
fuck
Common.
with it. I
A good
remember-
segment of people don't fuck with Kanye. A good segment of people didn't fuck with the psychodramas, the
I remember-
Snipers, Speeding Out Mobsters, Twister,
Lupe.
I mean, I have issues with Lupe. I'm one of those people.
I remember I was working the De La
Nobody should
Soul
mess with
record.
Twister.
The Common De La Soul record. What was it called?
The Business.
The Business.
Doom.
I was in Music Land in the Evergreen,
Doom.
in Evergreen Plaza for those that's not from Chicago. And they played it, so I, gave him the promotion. So niggas was bopping me heads to it. Then one dude was like, man, that's that faux nigga from the South Side. Fuck him. That's when I knew Chicago gangbang too much. The record dope, niggas bopping their heads. Homie was like, man, that's that faux nigga from 87th Street. Fuck him.
Mhm.
So then all of a sudden they didn't like the record. It's crazy.
Jeff, when you hear that, when you hear me say those things, what's your thoughts? Because you know about so many obscure artists that have never made it, but they have records and have careers of doing this.
The only one, like you said, the only one, Kanye and Common, and Twister get a lot of love out here, whether people like it or not.
Yeah, you got the Mexicans.
Not only he got the Mexicans, he got worldwide attention.
He did.
He still do.
It takes an outside for us to co-sign
He still
to
do.
make it happen, right?
He still
That's
do.
been the mantra for Chicago for years. It takes an outsider to co-sign us to make us like like that person.
Yeah. Twister dropped a project outside of Chicago, and people rock with him. He's about to do it's crazy. I hate to use the example, but he's doing an old school concert with the Locks.
Who?
The Twister. 21st, outside of Chicago. People may look at Twister and don't think that he's not that major. He's a major cat.
He is.
Especially like what's crazy is that the East Coast cats fuck with him real tough. Like Puff and them, they was rocking with him. Jay-Z.
Hard Chicago, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard making out of this city, and it's hard to withstand it.
But the thing with Chicago,
Because this is a segregated city.
yeah, that and then
Because we gangbang too much.
yeah, it's about everything is connected to gang banging. But the thing with music is that you have to most of the time you have to leave Chicago
And
to
our-
get connected.
And our radio stations ain't shit.
Garbage, the worst.
They ain't shit.
But we
and
can't
it's-
blame that on radio stations anymore now, right?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, once Clear Channel came in the game, it's.
Yeah, it's
But we talking about now, though.
I mean, still.
now.
translating to
I mean,
now
but still
because
now-
the radio is obsolete right now.
It-
Am I right?
Yeah.
in a sense, yes.
Shit. TikTok. But
Hit it.
TikTok and Spotify.
yeah, TikTok. But,
Spotify, title.
I mean, rest in peace to Tim Buck, Spank, and shout out to Spank
Yeah, YouTube
and
too.
Spank. They tried to push the envelope. I mean, shit, Spank lost his job pushing the envelope for the crib. Tim
Spank
Buck-
Butter, right?
Spank Boogie had a.
Spank Boogie was kind of wild though, because he had GD Radio.
No.
No, that was
Boogie had, that ain't Spank
that-
Boogie
that ain't
had
Spank
It was Spank Boogie?
that was Pink House, not Pink House.
Oh, that was
Shondell.
Spank Boogie.
No,
Shondell.
Shondell.
That was
Ferris.
Shondell.
No. I'm trying to tell you, in the 90s,
School.
late 90s,
Uh-huh.
on 106 Jams.
That was Ferris.
No, it was not.
So it was Spank?
Spank Boogie.
Okay.
He
So,
had
okay.
they had GD Radio, and it was with Scarface in them
But,
every night.
but Spank wasn't one of the guys.
It's good he got fired though.
Hit it.
You wasn't one of the guys.
Playing Scarface and yeah.
You wasn't one of the guys.
But hold on, wait, Mike. You know, Face is Face and what's my man name?
Jay Prince.
Jay Prince. They under the act.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You're not rocking? They under the act.
No.
They hold Larry down to the core. They
No.
the reason why the concert got thrown together with Ye and Drake.
I'm gonna tell you
I mean,
something
let's
about
take
that
it
off.
back,
off-
though.
yeah,
Let's
I'm
take
Here we go.
I'm taking off the off the air.
What?
I'll tell you about it off the air.
Okay.
But I mean, like for us, the GDs, we had the amphitheater.
Right. That too.
But it was certain sectors and certain situations with that. But
For the listener that does not know about Chicago from the 90s, 80s, and
Google it, baby.
2000s,
Google it.
What is the amphitheater?
47th,
it was
47th
a
and Halsted.
concert. Well, it's on set. What's it on?
47th and Halsted.
47th and Halsted.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
They
a
used to throw the concerts.
very
to the
good
children.
concert venue.
And
But
they
it
had,
was
they had
technically
quality
43rd.
performance.
But you had to go through the chains of command to get shows there. I done seen the Fresh Fest there. Nigga, I go back. I done seen Rick James and Carl Carlton there. You know what I'm saying?
I saw Smokey. I went
But
to
the,
the Smokey
but the thing
Grooves
was
concert
that
there.
you had to go through
With
a
Chuck
certain,
D.
Yeah,
you
that
had to go
was
through a certain
excellent.
organization to get to that theater.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
Smoking Grooves, man. I met.
it was at one
everybody.
point, man, in the hood where it was broken down to the governors, to the regions, to the foot soldiers, to everybody. When concerts was there, you had tickets. You had to pass them out and sell them at the functions, at the meetings.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just the crib, man. The end of the day, Chicago gangbang too much. That's what separates us, honestly.
Period.
I mean,
That
it's
has to be,
music.
you know what? That's going to have to be a podcast of its own, the amphitheater.
Yeah,
We got to get stories about that.
yeah. I was there when them Andy Fran niggas got whooped.
Hit it. Because that's what, I mean, between amphitheater and the Regal were concerts where
You
that
been to
happened in
both?
Chicago, right?
You been to both?
Amphitheater?
Yeah.
Never went.
Really?
I didn't go to amphitheater.
You?
I went to the amphitheater to see Smoking
You ever been
Grooves.
there, Mike?
I went to Chicago Stadium
Well, yeah.
79th Street.
for concerts
yeah.
and shows, and
Yeah,
then the
yeah.
Regal. Yeah.
But
went-
I mean,
They allowed,
just-
wait. We allowed you over there?
where?
We allowed you two over there?
Where?
79th? Passed on the island?
I ain't, nigga.
What you mean?
What you mean?
Hit it.
The Bennett is GD Block.
Okay.
That's right there at the joint.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But
Was you allowed over there?
right.
Yeah. I was
You,
allowed over
you don't know the services over there.
Was you slinging papers to get through?
Hit it.
Was
Pop
you
it.
Folded paper underneath your arm and a pie.
The Shrimp on the 9 was that.
Shrimp on the 9. God
Yeah.
damn, you took it back. Leon's
You took
Chicken.
it back, G. Yeah,
Leon's
you took it
Chicken was
back.
right there. The other one, the second one.
What?
Leon.
Across from the Regal?
Yeah.
What about that bullshit breakfast spot across street from the Regal?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the bullshit, the chicken spot right there. They had the cheap chicken spot right there. Remember
Pete's?
the cheap Pete's?
3 wings for $1.
3 rings for $1.
He had a great concept.
The best.
Great concept. Give me a rewind.
You go in there with a piece of crack, nigga, you ain't paying for shit.
Hit it. Bombs.
At all. You had a good boulder, nigga. You was God.
Jeff Dillis, how you been?
Man, I'm good.
Missed you last week, the week before, week before.
Man, let's start here. I almost got caught up in that COVID, but thank God, man, that damn booster. Give God a wave of praise.
You ain't had no snot coming out?
No, sir.
No cough?
Them motherfucking kids, man, they nasty than a motherfucker.
What do you mean?
Them kids, some of their parents ain't vaccinated. That's right. That's facts.
Uh-huh.
And we living in the land of Omicron. Well, for the hood niggas,
B2K.
Omarion.
It's the B2K.
Because, man, it's serious out here. Fucking Larry Moe, man, on that bullshit.
Uh-huh. She
You know
caught
what
it.
I'm saying? Yeah. And I thank God for that.
I mean, but
God
it
damn.
yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm glad you caught that because I was just watching. I was just
Damn.
finna just scoop past what the fuck he just
Nah,
said.
nigga, you
Rewind.
motherfucking coach.
Why you?
let me tell you why, man. With the whole CPS thing,
Okay.
she really was very insensitive about that. You know, like, man, you know, us teachers, we putting out, to be honest, we putting our life on the line to make sure these kids get educated. And, you know, man, the first week out, they should have been, you know, them numbers was bananas.
Jeff, you gotta understand, this is a business.
I get it.
Health is wealth in the fucked up way. Like I
I
work for
get
Home
it.
Depot. You think they
That's
shut
different.
the store down? How? It's
That's
public.
different.
It's still public.
That's different.
It's people.
But we dealing with kids.
Kids, people, public, germs ain't got no age.
But kids, hey,
I get it. I get where you going on. I understand your lens, but
Right.
people is people.
And it's an
Yeah.
airborne virus.
Yeah.
So anybody can get it.
No, ain't no age on the shit.
So what do you say? No.
I'm saying that with Lori Lightfoot, she should have shut school down for a minute.
Do you two agree with that?
Yes and no. Yes.
You got to pick a side.
No, but hear my
How
side.
about I don't give a fuck?
My whole thing is yes because my mother works CPS.
Yeah.
So that's my concern. But on the other side of it, man, it's a business. It's a business. As fucked up as it may sound, what I'm saying, it's a business. Quotas got to get met. Shit got to happen. So-
You work at a high school, right?
I work at an elementary school.
Elementary school, so the fourth graders, this and that.
Yeah.
You know them parents want them kids out the fucking house?
All day.
They send them out.
They want to
Hey,
fuck.
go.
They want to fuck, man.
The kids had been home for a year and a half from school.
Yeah, but at the
Kids
same
had been
time,
freshmen hadn't been to school since they was in 6th grade. So they lost all that time of maturing amongst their peers
Yeah.
in a group setting and maturing and learning because they was doing the
Zoom.
virtual.
the virtual.
You know,
It was just for.
Remote learning.
It was just supposed to be 2 weeks.
but
No, not 2. Yeah, about a week.
y'all blame everything
To-
on the mayor.
Everything.
Well,
I wouldn't say
the
no,
government. Period.
It wasn't. It was the.
Stand your ground, Jeff. Stand your
I'm
ground.
gonna say this.
Stand your
It
ground.
wouldn't. I wouldn't blame it on the mayor at all until she opened her mouth and was on bullshit. I blame the CEO
What she say?
of CPS. She was saying, "Man, fuck that shit. Y'all motherfuckers go to school." And then on top of that, she took the power and took their emails, so they won't do
Locked
a
them out.
virtual.
Lock them out, right?
Lock them out.
So
That
now,
was her.
so now, the mindset of a mayor, put your shoes, put your feet in her shoes.
Man, I would have still in my eyes. I would have still closed class.
Save your
Don't
livelihood.
get light
I'm not.
voice
I
about
still
it.
would have
Stand
closed
your
class.
ground, please.
So y'all have a job.
Because hold on, because the suburban schools closed classes for 2 weeks. No questions asked. They ain't have
Right.
no arguments or none of that shit.
because
Different environment.
their funding ain't as strong as what y'all do.
Okay, let me ask you, all three of you all, what did New York do, or what did LA
I don't know. I don't know what none of them
LA.
other towns is.
I know Crib did.
LA was forced to close because they had 65,000 people catching COVID.
So what did New
Students
York
and
do?
teachers.
I don't know.
I don't
New
know,
York,
you know?
did the same thing we did because the mayor was on the same shit as Lori was.
Okay.
They was-
And I'm
they was
not and just for the listeners, and I'm not being insensitive, but this COVID shit is a way of life now. The mask, the whole shebang. So
Yeah, somebody gonna get it.
somebody gonna get it, somebody ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that as some, you got to look at it as it's a business. As fucked up as it's saying, it's a business, bro. For real.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, keep going. You said it's a fucked up business, or okay. I'm just making sure you's okay.
Oh, okay. It's a
That's all.
business. That's all.
What's up, Coach?
Oh,
look
shit.
at
Yes, sir.
West Side
look
nigga.
at him. Look at him.
West
Look at
Side
Pastor.
You
Look
gonna
at
come?
Pastor.
Oh, hey, look, Coach, Cliff Huxtable,
What on and everything.
Moses.
Pastor Moses. What's
Pastor
going
Moses.
What's up?
Got the hard bottoms on, nigga.
Yeah.
role model.
Rewind. Pastor Moses, you ain't wiping no spit on nobody's head, did you?
Coach, I got a
Bombs.
I got
Talk about that. Fuck that, Coach.
I got something for you, bro. I'm gonna give you a pen.
You ain't wipe no spit on nobody's forehead,
I
did you?
don't do that, man. I don't
Man,
come from that
please
type of
let-
church.
Please let's get to that.
Mike,
What?
Pastor Todd from Oklahoma.
Nigga, I sent it to Coach. I was
You said it to
scrolling-
me first.
I sent it to him first. I'm scrolling on the couch. And so I'm like, oh shit, because what's crazy, I got some of his books. He was part of my premarital.
What is it?
So I'm scrolling, I see, I'm like, oh shit, that's Buddy. I watched the video. And the nigga was hawking like he had the flu. When you hawk, you getting good spit. Like you getting good bullshit out your system. So when he spit in his hand the first time, I'm like, he ain't about to slap this nigga on stage with the slob.
And
Then
he
he
did.
spit. He did it twice. I'm like, oh shit. And then I stopped at that point because I'm like, I don't want to see him do that. But for people that was around me to watch it, he smeared the shit on his face. So my thing is this. Fuck Mike Todd.
Pop it.
I want to talk to a nigga that say, all right, I'll be the nigga that you can wipe spit on my face.
Hit it.
They said that was his brother.
That was his brother. I don't give a fuck if that was my father. You're not going to wipe spit on me.
Mike, your thoughts?
No,
But here go the
I'm not doing that. You can't do that to me. From the Hawk, I'm still on you. Look, I don't give a fuck what Jesus did. You're not finna do it to me,
Coach.
Furthermore,
I'm good.
that's the
I bet.
nastiest
You
thing
look-
to do to
yeah, I saw
somebody
your
is
post.
spit on them. You gonna reenact some shit that happened thousands of years ago. What they tell you? You ever heard the saying, believe none of what you hear, only half of what you see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, though.
Man, if Jesus came out here with that shit he was doing back there, they'd blick his ass down.
Because what's crazy,
They'll
what's
blick him.
funny, Mike, what's funny,
They'll blick him, Mike.
what's funny,
Blick him down.
Yeah.
Jesus will blick him down.
what's,
Hey,
that's
Idol.
working title number one.
But what's crazy, so the next day, he sent a rebuttal out.
Yeah, he did a video.
He did a podcast.
Right.
He
He
did
did, but here goes what's crazy. Further, I was on Instagram and there were like gospel artists and pastors comparing it to Martin, comparing it what he did to back then when Jesus was walking up to the cross, how they spit it on Jesus, how they, you know what I'm saying, how they humiliated him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was comparing that shit to. But I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Well, I thought it was Mark 10 and 8 or whatever, 8 and 10, where he's spit in the blind man's eye.
Yeah.
And
He rubbed spittle in his eye.
he
That was in the
spit
that
on
was
his
in the
eye,
eye.
and he got his sight back.
Yeah.
But just to show you how much you know Jesus was black, they you see what all they did to him?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They spit on him, walking him to the cross to put him up there. That's a nigga.
That's
You
a
do
nigga.
no white man like that.
No, sir.
So
Nigga.
so when I saw portion of that video,
Come on,
I sent it to you, Coach.
Nigga.
And the
Kicking
thing
them all in
was,
the ass.
well, the thing was, I don't give a fuck, biblical or not, man.
Come on, man.
Nah.
We got
Ain't nobody gonna
Ain't
treat
nobody-
you like that. Treat you like that, and then turn around. The people that hate you the most gonna give you your religion
And
say,
then
believe
ask
in
for
us.
a tithes as an offering. Nah, nigga.
well. Let me say this.
But from the, come on. Yeah, I was waiting on your view.
Okay, and don't cut him off. Let him,
I'm not- I'm
let
letting
him
him
ride.
ride.
Let him
I
ride.
wanna
Let
hear
him
it.
rock.
Mike Todd
wanna
is
hear it.
Mike Todd as a man of God.
Speak a little louder, please.
As a man of God, he gets busy.
He is.
He gets busy.
He is.
Yeah, like I said, his books is part of my
Yeah,
premarital.
he gets busy. But this whole thing, you feeding into the garbage that many people look at pastors on right
Come
now.
to you
man.
next.
Because people look at pastors right now, they look at them like they ain't shit.
Right.
At this point, because you got some pastors that they've been feeding into the politics of today. You got some pastors that's acting like street niggas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't respect pastors like that no more. Period.
Because you know why.
Because you see what's happening out here. They killed the pregnant lady. You know what I'm saying? Not just here. They killed another one somewhere else in Louisville.
Yeah.
But from the whole,
Yeah.
you know what's the first thing in my mouth when I say, "What the fuck you finna do with that?"
Nigga, I'ma grab the
Finna shine your shoes?
I'ma grab
Hit it.
nigga.
You don't even spit on your shoes like that when you shining them.
Was you
Right.
finished?
I was
Keep
just
going, I'ma
saying.
hit it.
I'm just saying, like he was dead wrong for that shit, and he gotta do something about
But
that.
but just
I got to
Oh,
get
go,
to
go,
him.
go,
I
go on,
got to
go,
get to
go
him.
on, Coach.
Go.
When you sent it to me, when I watched it twice actually.
I stopped right as he spit in his hand and rubbed it together. I couldn't watch it.
I watched it because people like, I ain't gonna say people like him, but that what he did, this is why I call it a mockery of the church.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Because this is why people criticize the black church.
Period.
This is why people don't go to church.
Period.
It's because of that. What he tried to do was do a parable that Jesus did in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the issue. What Jesus did in the Bible was a parable, and that's based upon faith.
That's it.
He was trying to tell a story in the Bible. What that dude did on stage in front of people, that's a mockery.
Yeah.
Period.
That's plain and simple what it is. Mike Todd did what another guy did down in Louisiana. He did a whole story saying Mary Magdalene and Jesus had something going on because Mary Magdalene was a prostitute, and she was able to lay hands on Jesus and cause Jesus to have an erection. See, when you get people that preach that, that's a mockery. They're taking what they're looking at in the Bible, what they're reading, and they're making it literal. But that's not what the Bible is saying. And what he did with the spit,
That's
this
right.
is why people always clown
The
Baptist
past-
preachers
Yeah.
and clown Christianity.
Yeah.
Period.
Let me ask you a question. That person that pastor that was down in Louisiana, was he black too?
Yeah, he was black. He was black.
That's it.
You ever
he was trying to go up and deal with parable out of the Book of Mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would have went to the Book of James. I'm finna beat your ass.
Hit it.
Straight up.
But if you stand up there, I mean, it's got to be a gopher for everything, right?
Yeah.
So for somebody has to be the one that's gonna take it. I can't take that. Did you hear the ladies out there, the people in the crowd, like, oh, like what are you finna do? Oh, you know,
Right.
that's the nastiest thing you can do to somebody is spit on.
It's
them.
spit.
And the
in
people
your
in
hand,
the crowd.
and I like I said, I stopped right as he hocked in his hand the third time and rubbed his hands together. I stopped watching because
And the
I
people
knew
in
where
the
he
crowd?
was going.
The people in the crowd was like, "What the? I know he ain't finna do." Like they were surprised. But,
Oklahoma
man,
City, huh?
Never heard of him until this thing went viral.
Oh man.
Never knew anything about him. You know what's tripped out is I've been watching just a parallel. I've been watching the HBO show Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, yeah. I haven't checked that out.
Check it out.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Danny
Yeah,
McBride
check it
does
out.
not miss.
Who?
Danny McBride does
Oh, well,
not miss.
I got to watch it because he's one of my favorites.
Danny McBride does not miss. I'll give you a chance. I'm gonna give you all opportunity to watch the watch the
I
Righteous
know it's
Gemstones.
good then because I love Eastbound and Down. So if
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna watch it now. I'm gonna watch it.
I like the. I didn't get to watch the first season,
Okay.
but I've been watching the second season since the beginning.
Okay.
It started a couple of weeks ago and everything. So, and it was a black pastor who got caught doing Molly.
Mm-hmm.
They was at the pastor's council. Right. He was. He played the role, and he said, "Well, I'm gonna kill myself," and he wound up jumping off of what's the name. And they was all at the pastor's council and stuff like they was at like it's the mob or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Have you been watching? You been watching?
I heard about it.
I'm gonna
But that's
check that out.
100. But
So I mean, will Pastor Todd be at the pastor's council too? with the rest of the other pastors and everything, like Osteen and Meeks and Jakes and all them, and are they gonna scold him too?
You gotta remember, Jamal, there's really no accountability in that type of.
It's not.
It's a business.
You don't think you don't think that Osteen and all of them have account? Osteen, Jakes. What's them mega churches that Osteen, Jakes, Dollar?
No.
Creflo and all them.
Creflo.
Well,
Peter Popoff and all them.
You know
I
what?
used to them pastors be having security like that.
Jamal, you got to understand, like y'all.
Hannah.
It's not like that.
It's not that way.
You don't think Hannah gave Ty a call?
No.
Nigga.
Ain't nobody.
He probably
Nigga, stop that
Ain't
shit.
nobody called him.
I say this.
Come on. Hannah had to give him a call. Like, nigga,
nobody
stop
called
that
him.
shit.
Nah.
You fucking up the money.
No, he didn't do that. But you got to
You know
understand.
who called him? The deacons of this church probably.
Right.
Yo, if anything.
Because the church was built, the deacons run the church.
Yeah, deacons.
If we really gonna talk about this,
Yeah.
the deacons run the church.
Period.
All day.
And
That's
not only,
if we really
and,
gonna
and
have
if
this
you're looking at a
conversation.
mega church, you have trustees
Yes.
that run the church. Let's make that clear, because I know at Hannah's church he has trustees.
Brazier ain't make that phone call down there. Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No.
But like I said, man, like when I watched what I watched, all I
On
was
Blackstone.
asking was fuck the pastor. I want to talk to a nigga that was on the recipient end.
That's the
What-
brother. That's his brother, wasn't it?
Like what? How? What? I have a dream speech you give me.
Hit it.
What speech did you
You
tell
think he
me?
prepped him? You think
Hit
he
it.
prepped him before it
You
started?
had to.
Pop it.
Because being the guy that you are, you stand up there not knowing what the fuck. You think you just a prop in a sermon, and a nigga spit in his hand.
No, I'll best off after that.
Exactly. You dig what I'm saying?
Once I see what he doing,
Like
I may call him a nigga on stage.
all the religious shit. I swear, the first thing was like, "Hey man, what the fuck you about to do with that spit?"
Yeah,
You can read out loud.
on stage.
At the pulpit.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck Mike Todd.
yeah,
Let me holler at dude.
yeah.
Like, you saw Jesus as he spit on your face? Like, what the fuck?
He letting.
But like I said, man, like I was going through Instagram and like I was it was like a 50-50 split. Like he was reacting like real shit. I mean, I'm gonna drop a name. Fred Hammond did an Instagram on like what would you do, and it was compared to present back then to present. Would you be the same person hooping and hollering back then like you hooping and hollering now? Spit is spit. I don't give a fuck how old spit is. Spit
Man.
is spit.
Man, that whole thing.
I had a homie worked
not
at
a
the
good
bank, coach. Old lady came and get an account, and she got denied. She spit on him. You know what he did?
What he do?
The paperweight on his desk, he bust upside the head and lost his job. You spit on me, best is off.
Sure.
Ain't no structure, ain't no mannerism.
How long ago was this?
This is about 5 years ago.
Yeah, so
That's the most disrespectful thing you can do to somebody.
And ever, you know what I'm saying?
it is. Give me a rewind. Did you all get the opportunity and chance to take a look at what's going on with Bobby Shmurda?
I think he gay.
I
think he got tapped.
Really?
He jiggling too much.
I say this. I think he. I'm gonna say this.
Wait, you two say the same thing?
He jiggling too much.
I think he tapped. I think he got tapped, but the message.
Jiggling too much, Cole.
God damn.
Yeah.
His feet off the
You
ground
think
too
Shmurda
much.
got tapped, man?
His
Yeah.
feet off the ground too much.
Yeah, he dancing real hard, like a
His
like a
boot,
Damn.
like he'll purposely turn around and juke like a bitch.
right.
That's tender.
Yeah.
That's like Force MDs. Good looking out, Jim.
But I'm
Tender love.
But I'm gonna say this though. The message.
That's like smothered
The
steak.
message he said. The message he can say that though, because he under the Gun Act. He
What's
could,
that?
You know, he said that, man. You know, in this year, man, we got to stop showing guns on videos and stuff.
He having a good time, but he just loose.
Yeah, he right on that, man.
I don't think Smurda got tapped, huh?
You know, I think he got tapped though.
He ain't no virgin.
Because he been dancing real tough.
He ain't no virgin back there.
He been dancing
You believe
real
that?
strong out
Do you
here.
think so?
He dancing harder than a solid gold dance.
Hit it,
He wiggling.
Word up.
Mike.
No comment.
Got you.
But I'm going to just say this, though.
It's hard for me to remove my fan hat. I'm a Smurder fan.
He got an
man.
imaginary hula hoop.
You a fan of that record? Or
I
you-
love that record. Shmoney.
Well,
I love that record.
But
New record.
Yeah. With Quavo and Roddy
Rich.
what's his name? Rod Wave, whatever his name is.
Wide way.
Yeah.
He go on
That's the
stage with
fact.
the hula hoop.
Yeah.
okay. For context purposes, right? He was trending yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the another podcast with Gilly and Wallow.
I watched that.
You watched did you watch
I
it?
saw the clips.
I saw.
You saw the clips or you watched the whole thing?
No, I just saw the clips.
I
You watched the clips?
I didn't
Whole,
see it.
okay. Shout out to them. To those two. I'm necessarily not a fan of looking at others' podcasts like that, watching other podcasts, because it is what it is with that situation there. But this was the first time I sat down and actually listened and watched their podcast because of the subject matter of having Bobby Shmurda on there. Not to sound cliche, but a whole lot of gems and jewels was dropped. Okay? Other than Gilly, acting a fool and over talking the situation, the Wallow character really deserves a lot of credit for the message that he's coming across with. He said, it made me do a little bit of research on him. He said his cellmate told him he did for 5 minutes he did 20 years. For 5 minutes of crime, you did 20 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's telling people that he's telling young guys and everybody
That ain't the route to go.
it's not.
The gangsterism in the streets.
So then he got into it with got into it, but talking to Shmurda, and then
The
Shmurda
conversation, yeah.
expounded on everything. He's been institutionalized.
Yeah.
Psych wards, jails, suspensions, in-house this and this and that. All we know is that the nigga threw the hat up in there and the shmoney dance and that shit like that, and he had a hot record. We didn't know all of this shit that he was going through.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel sorry for him.
For Smurder?
Yes. Because of the decisions that he's made and the decisions that, his mom had no control over because she had no control over him.
Peer pressure is real, though.
It is.
It's real.
There was no older homies. There's no older OGs. There was no older ones that can lead him into the right direction, guys. If you listen to him talk, he's laughing, but laughter does sometimes hide what?
It masks the pain.
So in that podcast, I heard a lot of pain coming from out of him.
Yeah.
But it was shielding the laughter and dancing and legs kicked up in the air. And I understand what y'all saying. And that jail stint might have done some shit. Some shit might have happened. He won't cop to it, but
He's probably in a happy place right now, though, man.
Nah.
Yeah. You say he probably what?
He in a happy place right now to be away from up under all that he was under.
It took him, 8 years to he said he was selling dope when he was in 5, 6 years old, 7 years old.
Wow.
Kicked out of school, kicked out of this school, kicked out of that school. The doctors wanted to put him on medication. The mother said, no, just kick his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how they are in the West Indian culture. But he's been in psych wards. That's a telling sign. Jail is one thing.
The psych wards are
Psych
different.
wards is something.
Yeah, that's different.
But do you know? I got homies that's been locked down. That's to this day they still uninstitutionalized. Like they disconnected from what it is. Like they still think like they in the bricks. You got homies like that?
Still stuck. Do I have any homies that's
You know
like that?
anybody like that?
Right now?
Right now.
I got my employee right now. He did 30 years.
Okay.
He did 30 years. We talking about since '82. He was a BD.
Yeah, he put his pants underneath the mattress to iron them out. That's
He did 30 years. He was down in
Get
Stateville.
creases.
he was down in Stateville with Larry Hoover. He was at Galesburg. That's the closest thing that I know. Preston's brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Great guy now.
But back then he was.
Back then, street nigga.
You get caught up. You get caught up being a young kid. You grow up in the penitentiary.
He was locked up at 18 years of age.
That's
Look at the 23-year-old that killed.
Spot.
Who they locked
Hit
up?
it.
They locked up for killing your boy.
Who?
What's his name, man? What's the dude they locked up for killing Young Dolph?
Oh yeah,
Great
the
drop.
young boy. The young boy.
Yeah, you know. Look at him.
The young boy. Yeah.
That's threw his life away. All them boys, they young, man.
Yep.
They don't care. But
Side note, everybody, this is Jay Sean. Jay Sean, everybody, hand claps. Jay Sean.
So nobody has taught them there's consequences for your actions, man. And for every action, there's a reaction. Nobody is teaching them that at a young age. You can't whip the kids. You can't discipline them, supposedly. You know, you can't even make a kid stand in a corner and hold dictionaries in school, you know, because they say that's
corporal punishment.
Yeah. You know. So it's all a game if you don't buy into it. If you got to understand what's going on with these institutions all around. The schools, the penitentiaries, the juvenile detention centers, you know what I'm saying? All they buddies in there. Ain't no big dudes in there beating their ass like they used to be. Ain't nobody in there really, somebody grown, really putting a hammer down on them. Like beating them down, like giving them some discipline, like, yo, shorty, you got to do this, do that. You know what I mean? No, they go in there with their buddies and they continue in their bullshit. So once they continue in their bullshit, they wake up and it's been 25 years past. And that's what be to happen. You know?
Right.
They start off at a young age, you know what I'm saying? In grammar school, cutting up. I was a cut up, I was a cast clown, but it was certain dudes I didn't mess with. Cause them niggas did not play.
But you had a good sense of things though, right? You understood. You took it so far.
Yeah.
You knew what to take it too far.
And sometimes I overdid it.
Sometimes, but you knew when to pull the fuck back.
I think I learned that in third grade when I pulled a fire alarm and they all told on me. And we all had a pact like we gonna pull a fire alarm. So they milling around, I pulled the fire alarm. So the next day, everybody's come, you know, he did it. Michael Walton did it. Then
But
one
it get,
chick was
but
like,
but it was
you weren't even in school. How the fuck is you gonna say I did it?
But it never got to the point where you had juvenile detentions.
I never wanted to go to jail ever.
Go to the Audi home.
It was
Right.
it-
You
it
never
was
went to Audi
free.
home. You never did none of that.
I like being free and having my freedom.
Right.
I love that shit. I love having fun. Being locked up, being on punishment was too much for me. In a fucking attic. 90 degrees outside, you know how hot an attic is?
On that race car bed.
Yeah. You tripping.
The race
I'm
car
finna go
bed.
take the garbage out. I'm going to take the garbage out. And I'll see y'all in 4 hours, goddammit.
Hit it.
I'm going to the alley and goddammit, who knows what that leads to.
I mean, but you just listening to the situation, and I know you all saw the clips. If you get a chance,
I saw him.
Watch the whole
I'm
thing.
gonna
If you-
watch- I just have an issue with Gilly, and that's why I don't really watch their stuff.
I have
But
an issue with Gilly also.
Yeah.
I have an issue with Gilly, but
I'm
if
gonna watch
anything, I would like to see Wallow do his own thing. But that's just me though. That's a podcast.
Why y'all have an issue with Gilly? Just
Is he sick?
Who, Gilly? No, I just
He look like a old sick nigga.
He is stuck.
he's just super extra stuck in like
He's stuck.
the 80s and 90s, and he's just super extra to me. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it though.
He's just, to me, he's just, he cuts Wallow off too much. Wallow be in the middle of making a point, and he'll go to some kind of comedy.
And Wallow makes good points,
Great points.
very good points.
Reflection points, reflective points. But he'll cut it off and say, some shit like, yeah, you like that booty though.
Yeah, he do that. Yeah,
Some shit that
yeah.
that's not needed. He was talking to the kid. He's like, this nigga Schmurder said, it took me until I was 25 years old to understand to be happy and have life.
Man.
Like this was a real in-depth podcast, but they were laughing, giggling the whole time. But you know, it was very painful to listen to this shit too at the same time. I tell anybody, you know, listen to what this kid has put himself through,
out, man.
And
He
then
is
at the
crying
same
out.
time, it just shows you what was going on over there in Brooklyn. Like none of them older niggas was like, "Don't do that,
Right.
stop." But then you did at the same time. The young nigga was not listening whatsoever. A lot of kids don't receive the message, don't want to take in the information when you tell them, and they have to go through the hell to come out right. Some people got to sit down in them jail cells, audio homes, in certain situations till they get to understanding. Like, okay, God damn. Like Wallow said, I had to sit down all that time to actually learn to get myself better. He said his own mother wouldn't come and visit him and wouldn't give him no commissary and nothing like that because Wallow gonna figure it out inside the jail.
You did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Now he's doing TED Talks.
He figured it
and-
out.
And
He
that's what you
figured
got.
it
That's
out.
what you got to do to some kids.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Tough love.
Sit, I'm not putting my house up to bond you out and do. I watched them boys that killed young dogs. Talking about my mama gonna
My mama gonna
give
bail
me
me
a lawyer.
out.
Now they got him as a sexual offender.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
I saw
that.
that.
He did a rape. Damn. Back when he was 17. He did a robbery and a rape.
But
Wow.
these the same niggas
know.
that these the same niggas that salute and clap for you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you know what
That shit
though?
wild, man.
And you know what though? And back to Schmurda, one of the things that made me start teaching hip hop culture is the fact that there's no older gods or people that been in hip hop don't cuff these young kids and tell them, hey yo, this is not the way to go. This is the way to go. You know what I'm saying?
You saw the movie Warriors.
Yes, sir.
What they do?
Where you want to
But
start?
can you dig it?
Oh. They popped the
what's
dude
going
that
on.
was trying to
I ain't
unify.
trying to hear that shit, bro.
They don't wanna do
Because
that.
nobody cuffed them when
My
they
fault.
was. It's a small window. By the time they get to 10, you ain't got nobody in.
Yeah.
You basically lost because
Yeah.
all they seeing then is guys our age partying with the guys that's
Yeah.
just a little bit older than them, and they calling them guys their big homies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm 50, what am I doing partying with a 12-year-old? You have to wear your 50 every day.
Every day. That's just
You have
like
to wear that 50 on them and let them know this is what's going on.
That's it.
From the time you meet them.
That was one
Honor
of the
me.
reasons-
You got a beard, you got gray in your face.
Yeah.
Respect this. I didn't get this by accident.
That's right.
I didn't. This is not no drawing in just for men. Gray hair on my face.
This is real deal.
but that's
You,
the
you
same
don't get
shit.
old being no fool.
Right.
We
That's
should
the
probably say
same
it back.
shit,
Yeah.
Let's
Say it again.
You don't get old being no fool. So there, a lot of young, wise men dead than a motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Young and wise.
Cause I mean, it's like when the city locked up all the heads, and then you got niggas that's wanted to be the head. So now you got goofies calling goofies. Where's the leadership and where's the correct information?
Yeah.
So you got goofy niggas
See, you got the blind leading the blind.
blind leading the blind.
That's it.
I don't know, man. If you look at the Chicago Street Legends 2 on Instagram, they would have you thinking and believing every nigga was getting that money.
Yeah, all right.
Whoever sent that picture in of nigga with a hat to the left or to the right, throwing up the 5, throwing down the 5, throwing up the rakes, throwing down the rakes. Who was this? Who was that? They would have you believe that everybody's a
Yeah,
legend.
but
Remember in the glory years.
game
The
bang
glory
was
years.
different back
And they
then.
get stuck in that. And
Because
they can't get
there
out.
was creed, there was laws and order.
You
They
didn't.
even had one. They even had a one saying. This one nigga was one of the niggas that he knows very well. He was the Meech before Big Meech.
Really? What's his name?
Cali, man.
Oh, Cali.
Yeah.
The Meech before the Meech, huh?
He's with on the El Chapo case with the twins.
Oh.
They killed him. They killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right in front of his mama house.
Mm.
When I seen the picture the other day, I said exactly over the mic because I'm like, That nigga used to be in the barbershop with us all the time.
I'm gonna tell you, words is powerful. He told us that one time we was going to play basketball during the wintertime. He had his gym shoes up on his arm. He said, I'm gonna be the biggest drug dealer in this city. Watch.
Like Ghost said, right? I'm gonna be the biggest
I'm gonna
drug
be
dealer in New
the
York.
biggest drug dealer in this city.
That's what he said.
What year was this that he told you that?
Man, we was teenagers. We was
That was
in high
shorties.
school, yeah. Teenagers.
Yeah.
That was his goal, huh?
That's what Meech said.
Then to hear his sister cry the way she cried and see the hurt on his father's face, lets you know what I'm saying? That do something to you. You know what I mean? It resonates. You'd be like, man, this puts everything in perspective. Just to get a car, some chicks. Now we gone.
Mike told me years ago, man, he told me about 15, 20 years ago, he said all they do is party for how long? How long a drug dealer party for? You remember what you told me? You said he gets
4 or 5 years.
That's it.
4 or 5 years.
They have a 4 or 5 year party.
A run. That's their run. That's their run.
A good run.
Man,
And
High
you
school,
either
no.
there forever or you either broke for a long time, but you're going to do that 25, 30-year bit.
I mean, he got a point because I ain't talking about the drug dealers that's on the block. I'm talking about the heavies.
Yeah.
He right.
The niggas got workers.
The heavies, like the ones like you talking about.
Yeah.
5-year run.
That Instagram page will have you believe that these niggas was equivalent to Meech.
So
equivalent. We talking about in all different areas. We got the niggas from Markham. We got niggas from low end. And so many niggas on the low end that was selling dope. What they had to the right. I'm like, God damn, everybody could not be calling it over here and be that and get money in that much.
And when you see it, when they see each other, they all know each other. And it's all been a small circle they've been in, and they done passed around chicks, baby mamas, all this.
Dope.
All of it. All of it. And it's one big continuous carousel. Few fall off, few get on. Few fall off, few get on.
I mean,
it never speeds up. It just keeps going around and around.
They posted pictures of niggas in Markham, Harvey,
Getting money.
Dalton. Like, come on, y'all.
Back in the 80s.
Come on.
They're getting money out there. According to them, that's what life is about.
Markham?
So
Yeah.
Markham, Dalton,
Money and
Harvey.
Yeah.
you got to look at the movies that come out every 10 to 15 years, though.
Yeah.
They keeps on giving them this whole thing of, I've made it.
What movie who would you say is behind all that kind of thinking that everybody, I made it? I'm glad you brought that up.
The Jews.
I'm going to say 50.
50?
Well, he resonates now for this generation. But for us, it was what? It was Scarface.
Yep.
Then New Jack City.
Yep.
Then
Paid in full.
Paid in Full.
Billy
They,
Bad.
in New York, the New York people, they
And that was a
live
true
by
story about
Alpo, Rich,
Yeah.
was
AZ.
real.
New
That's
Jack
what
City
they-
was based upon a true story.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
New Jack City and paid in full.
It was a modern day version of Nicky Barnes in there.
They said the part where he poured the champagne on old girl here, you know, that was really Rick James. Rick James did that for real.
Hit it!
Yeah.
And dude that produced it used to hang
To hang
Rick
with Rick James.
George Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not George Jackson, but
It's
Barry
another
White.
guy.
Reginald Hoodlum.
Barry something?
Reginald Hoodlum.
Hudlin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
Poured
said
the champagne on them.
yeah.
They used to be part of that.
and said
that
them
Rat
exact
Pack.
words, cancel that bitch, I get another. Yeah. He said Rick James' house was really,
The Dope House.
Yeah.
yeah.
The party house.
I saw the documentary. I told
Right.
The same-
I told
like-
y'all,
like-
I watched that shit.
On Showtime?
Man.
I said Rick James might be the greatest of all time.
Like
He's the GOAT.
even in Trading Places. That scene when he was like
yeah.
man, party in my house.
They said Rick James used to go to the clubs in
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Talk
tell
to the bar owners.
Tell them, look, lower the bar price on the alcohol. Do the wooden, and he would tell him, I'm finna perform. Tell old boy to play this song, this and that. They didn't comply. He got 3 limos outside. Everybody come to my house.
Yeah.
We partying in my house.
Party in my house.
So all
You
these
saw
stuff that
Richard-
you see in that Eddie and Eddie implemented is based off Rick James because he
Yeah.
said the whole sexual chocolate is based off.
Rick
Rick
James.
James.
Rick James. And here's
You
the
might
one.
have a
Here-
point that Rick James.
I'm
is-
serious. I
Hold
that
on.
doc. I'm
Hold
like,
on, hold on.
I don't
This
know.
is why I knew he was the GOAT. When they talked about, man, my video budget, I need a coke budget.
Cocaine budget.
I need a cocaine budget on my video.
I've never heard that before.
I was done.
He had Vanity before Prince.
Yes.
Prince was opening for him.
Uh-huh.
He took them to the Grammys. Prince was sitting a few rows behind her. She got up to go to the bathroom. Prince went to the washroom at the same time. He looked at her and said, "You look like me." From that moment on, she never went back with Rick. But Rick didn't care because he had chicks he had 1,000 of them, they said.
Yeah, bitches hanging in the closet like
I
clothes.
have to see this.
You gotta watch the doc.
The doc. You never
Gotta
seen the
watch
doc?
that doc.
The man pulled his joint out on the fucking
What, badass? Man, he
gotta see
producer
the
desk
Showtime job.
and was like, "Man, I need a record."
Yeah, the
pulled his dick out,
Pulled his dick out.
top
put on
dude,
his head,
the top dude in Motown.
Yeah.
snorted cocaine,
Yeah.
and walked out.
And told him, "Look, my records didn't sell the last time because you weren't promoting it right."
And who they promoted?
Lionel Richie.
Hello.
Pull his joint out right in the man's
That
face.
documentary. After that documentary, I was
Man.
like, man, he
Rick
to
was
me,
a
he the
problem.
GOAT.
That nigga.
I don't know, man.
Rick, but you need Showtime. Showtime got them docs, Jack. They got that. You watching Video Music Box with Nas on the directing. Man, that joint, that man can start an NFT right now.
Hit it.
Nas,
Ralph McDaniel.
Ralph McDaniel. Hell yeah.
Oh my God. He got them videos.
Speaking about drugs, let me rewind.
You holding?
Just say no.
Not at all. Vic Mensa,
My God.
young rapper
He know better.
from Chicago.
He know better.
LSD.
Mushroom.
But what's crazy? What's
Weirdo.
crazy?
A damn weirdo.
Yeah, he from that Save Money crew, Chance the Rapper crew. But what's crazy, man? When we was on the honeymoon, man, I had
Crazy ass weirdo.
traveling excursion. Mexican gave us a bag of weed on the honeymoon, right? But it was right before we was leaving the next morning. So it was like laying on the dresser. I looked at it. I threw it in the garbage because I wasn't trying to risk bringing it back to the crib. And that's the same thing when I saw the Vic Mensa story. That's the same shit. Like,
So then the other
Wait. You mean it's the same shit, G?
what I'm saying is this drugs is drugs, nigga.
Yeah.
The psychedelics?
I mean,
LSD?
regardless. Nigga, drugs are drugs. Regardless.
Okay.
So, I mean,
wasn't
so,
trying to- he
so
wasn't
if
trying
I,
to-
so,
I don't know shit about none of this.
What I'm saying,
But if
like,
you doing
if I,
You
if
weren't
I-
trying to get caught coming through customs.
exactly,
with no
come
drugs.
through customs with drugs,
Some
nigga,
weed.
regardless.
in a third world country.
You know how much time I would have got for that bag of weed?
A lot.
A lot. So
Sir.
when I saw the Vic Mensa story in Ghana, nigga,
So Vic Mensa act like he don't know about the boy that what's the boy that died when he caught
Juice
private-
WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
WRLD.
Juice.
Did you watch that documentary?
No,
and that me and Cole, I
No.
watched
not?
half of
I
it.
have no interest in him.
And that's fine.
Man, he fly high.
That's fine.
Look. Hit it. Pop it.
Man, like I was telling,
Coach.
You swallow all the goddamn dope. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Coach. Talk to him.
About what?
That Juice WRLD.
Depressing.
like me and Coach was
Depressing.
like no,
Depressing.
me and Coach was texting about it because, like I said, I met his mom, Miss Caldwell, years ago. Yeah. And just chopping up. And when I was watching the doc, I was hitting Coach the whole time, like, Coach, you see the circle of niggas, people around him?
Yeah.
Mike, you look at this documentary, you I would just say everybody who's I got a new employee who loves Juice WRLD. So you need to, I told his mama, I said, and I hired his mama when I used to work over at Walgreens on 87th California. Now I hired her son. I said, you need to have that boy, you and him, sit down and watch that fucking
That was me.
TV show.
I watched with my
What?
son.
Yeah.
And what happened?
My son. Because he loved Juice WRLD. That's
And?
one of his favorite artists.
Yeah, a lot of the youngsters,
Response.
that's their favorites.
But I want him to watch it because I want him to understand. Look at these dudes around him.
Did you made him watch the whole thing?
We watched the whole doc.
And what was his response to it?
He even said himself that it was sad.
I started watching.
Because
And I
my
hit
son
Coach.
was like, I didn't know a person can do that many drugs like that.
That motherfucker, Mike,
Mike.
5 pills.
No. 20 a day.
20 a day.
Sorry.
So
20 a day.
what blew me? What
His,
blew
his,
me?
his organs was gonna give out on him anyway.
What blew me though
Doing
is
20
just
20
recently.
a day.
Yeah.
What about maybe a week ago?
He's been pissing.
His
on
mother
yeah.
actually saw the documentary, and you know what her response was?
What?
She didn't realize that the people in his circle didn't have his best interest. But like I said, I met her in the early stages.
What I tell you all the time.
What's that?
You cannot become a fan of your child.
And the thing was like early on when I met his mom, Juice had just got this contract. So when I met her, she was buying blinds and furniture for the office in the house because she was just starting to manage her son.
Mm-hmm.
She was green to the shit. The nigga would leave $15,000 to $20,000 throughout his bedroom because she cleaned up his room while he was out of town. You know what I'm saying? So when she would tell me that, I actually told her, like, listen, if you need help counseling and managing your son when it comes to that industry shit, I'm more willing to help you. But fast forward, my homie little nephew Mikey P is his DJ. So me and Mikey had this conversation. He purposely left that $15,000 to $20,000 money in his room on purpose for his mom, because he knew his mother cleaned up his room. He would take $20,000, just throw it in the air, and wherever it landed, he would leave it. She would clean up his room, collect all his money, but she didn't know, like, this when she was bugging on his contract, because she's like, how a kid this young has this much money? She was so green to the shit, it fucked her up. He had no guidance.
But
You give a
talked
cool lane.
But we talked about earlier with Smurda. In his music, you can hear he was crying.
He was
for
crying.
help.
He talked
In the
about
doc,
death
you
and
can see
depression
it.
in every song.
You can see it in the doc.
I stopped watching. I hear Coach like, I can't watch no more.
Hey, the question I have is how Mike P holding up?
He good. I seen the other day. He good. Yeah, fucks with him, but he good.
The question I have to even further is, Bibby.
Right.
Yeah.
Bibby, you the CEO.
Be the CEO.
Yeah.
Bibby, you,
Fucks him up too.
Yep.
Bibby, you the CEO. Why didn't you say some shit at all? Like, stop, nigga. Why didn't you involve the mother? Why didn't you clear the rest of these niggas around and get that bitch away from him and
And see,
everything?
and that's
The
another
mother
thing.
didn't want it.
That's the part that
She had to. And you see who's around Polo G's all the time.
But she
His
didn't want
mama.
it.
his mom.
His
But she
mama's
didn't
right
want
there
it.
with him the whole time.
She was timid. At the time I met her, she was timid and reserved about the shit herself.
But see, Jamal, that's what I was talking to my wife when we was watching it as a family.
I love you
A
for that.
woman of her worth, a real woman, wouldn't let the person she loved go down like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she was indulging with him and enabling him
Because she didn't know.
Like the bitch was snorting oxy,
with him,
cocaine.
She didn't
giving
know.
him pills.
I don't want to see no shit like that.
I know you don't, but
I
the
mean,
thing about it is this shit is wild.
That has my soul crying now. Like, that's terrible. like honestly, like
seriously.
Mike, real
it hurts
real
you.
shit,
like
Mike.
I hurt.
Mike,
Like
10 minutes
for
in,
real.
maybe, no, 15 to 20 minutes in.
Not even that.
Not really.
Not even that.
Not even that. Maybe
we
five,
talking about
6.
starting open.
Starting like
Oh.
you ain't starting.
You ain't seen it?
I couldn't watch it.
Wait. Rewind,
I couldn't watch it.
my nigga.
Shit.
Of all the niggas that's on the stage right now, you mean to tell me you, who watches every fucking thing
I couldn't watch it.
and knows every
I
fucking
knew-
Chicago
I
rapper,
knew-
does
I-
not have not watched it?
I knew it was gonna be for one depressing, and number two that eye opening shit, like all them drugs he's using.
Nah, bro.
That nigga was swallowing
No,
the pill.
he was. No.
He was
But it was-
swallowing.
Yeah,
but
like
it
you know
wasn't
how
just
you grab a
pills.
handful of that popcorn
It
and
was
put in your mouth?
lean.
Them was
Yeah.
pills, bro.
He
'Cause
was
you know
going to
I
get his.
watch-
He was going to get his roadie. His roadie was going out there to get the lean for him.
The activist.
No, what's dude?
No, that's the name of the lean.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about. I know the mud, lean, mud.
He was
activists,
going to
all
get that shit, man.
Lean. He was drinking lean right then and there. At the same time, the pills, at the same shit that these kids do.
Yeah.
Damn. Because I saw that shit. I've been watching Black Market.
Have you all watched that?
Woo.
Black Market.
I've been on Euphoria.
hey,
no, I
hey,
ain't been
Co-
watching.
Same shit.
Listen.
Train wreck.
Listen to me. I might go out on a limb on this. I may be wrong, but I think, and I haven't seen the third episode yet, but I'm gonna say Michael K. Williams went in that dark place by doing that damn show,
What show?
Black Market. Cause he they say he passed away. They haven't said what happened, but they
Overdose.
Fentanyl.
It was fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl.
said it had to be.
The whatchamacallit was right there next to him.
Who?
What he just did. The dope he just did.
It's fentanyl.
Yeah.
It took him out.
It have to be, because that show, he around all that shit.
What's the second episode about?
Second episode is boosting,
Okay, so the first episode was about
scamming.
Oh, that Black Market. Yeah, I saw that.
Man, ooh.
First episode
Yeah,
was
that
about
shit.
scamming.
That
What
shit.
network
crazy.
that on? What platform that on?
Vice.
Vice.
All right.
I
Vice
seen
Land.
that.
The first episode was very
Woo.
enlightening.
Very.
I gotta
Like-
check that out.
Very.
Which one was they was doing the smuggling in the box cars?
That's the first season.
I seen that.
I swear
I
to
watched
God,
that season.
as a Lozma witness, I do not know how Vice gets to get in on any and everything.
They get it on everything.
Off of that cash.
When Vice
People
was doing
don't-
bond
They
out,
get it on
How much
everything.
cash they got to off to get up in there? Like,
Nah, they get in on. Yeah, they get on
they
everything.
get in. We talking about they getting not on the nigga
Yeah.
shit.
No,
they getting on
yeah.
the Russian shit.
they in there.
Yeah, they in there. They doing they had
Prostitution,
An episode. They had
They
an
in there.
episode.
drugs.
Mike, they had an episode about underground gambling. They had now they had now one thing I was tripping on,
They
and I
paying
didn't even
money.
see this on the season, but I saw it right after the first show of this season. They had an episode about lean,
I saw that episode.
the lean episode, and
Them motherfuckers in Texas and
My
them
God.
motherfuckers in Dallas and Houston,
they was
DJ Screw, rest in peace.
straight liquid heroin niggas.
Yeah.
boy.
they was fucking.
Well, I almost
fucked up.
took out Rick Ross, and I almost took him out.
Wayne
Wayne.
Yeah,
took out the dude
Wayne.
Fredo.
Yep.
That's the shit that took out Fredo.
That's what
Wasn't
took Fredo out.
that-
Yeah,
that
Fredo. That's what took
out.
Fredo
He
dead out
couldn't drink no water.
at all.
He couldn't drink no water. You drink water, it's like that's like pain to them. You drink that much lean, you try to drink some water behind it, it's pain.
Wow.
That don't even sound right, do it?
Nah.
It
That don't
doesn't.
even- That don't even.
Give me a rewind. What would you do if you came across a broad that had two vaginas?
Slap the shit out of.
Hit it.
Nah, I gotta ask him one question. One question.
What's
Wh-
that question?
Which hole is tighter?
Bombs.
Which hold is tighter?
Yeah.
Imagine them both periods coming down.
Like just say
That's what I was about to say. Had wham bitch.
that bitch is.
I don't want one.
She gonna wear a blanket.
I don't want to. I don't even want to conversate with no bro.
Yeah, she got two
She said
pussies.
she got it going. You got one canal going left, the other canal going right. When you slide up in, you got your choice.
my God,
She
One
like
is for work. One
she
is
like
for
my God.
she like an order of wings. You want it wet or dry? You want a wet or you want a
want-
dry rub?
You know, drummies are flat.
Right. You want drums or flats, wet or dry?
Just throw some lemon pepper on it.
That's crazy.
Go-
Right. And some celery and ranch.
Yeah, for real.
She's on OnlyFans.
Man,
I bet she getting paid too.
man, she get the bag.
I bet her subscriptions is nut. I bet her tips is nuts.
I know her cramps is nuts.
Right.
Bombs,
That'd be a mess of motherfucker.
Pussy like lettuce.
bitch.
That means she be 14 days.
Yeah. She got double up.
Not 7. 14.
Oh my God.
That bitch don't have
She
no
stop
pads. She
cramping,
got
start
gall
cramping
pads.
again.
She just wrap her body in gall.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Give me a rewind.
Bitch, you can beat yourself.
You know, right. You ain't got no blood in you.
You can beat it again.
She on her period. Look. Hey, she on her period to take iron pills.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I just keep bleeding.
I just keep bleeding.
Oh my God.
Little bitch, she have a nosebleed. She dead.
She
Hit it.
A paper cut. She damn near on suicide.
You said what?
Salmon pussy, bitch.
That bitch is the
She smell like a scab.
Yeah.
God
just,
damn.
just keep picking at her.
Right. Just pick at it.
We're in the middle of the NFL playoffs,
Yes, sir.
but at the same time, Coach Moses,
Yo.
Mike, Be Able, Jeff the Illis, Jim's House Studio,
Whose house?
Jim's
Jim's
house.
house.
Hey, Coach, Update us on this Bears coaching and GM search.
Ain't nothing to update, man. Shit, they just interviewing hella people. A lot of black people too.
Okay.
So I
for quota?
Not as many as they've been interviewing. It don't seem like no damn quota.
The Indiana guy said he wasn't coming today, right?
The white guy, yeah.
Why?
He pulled his name out of the search. I mean, out of the candidacy, being a candidate.
The way they being ran is terrible. And old boy brought it up the other day when they fired Wannstedt, they hired another coach. He came for the press conference. He got ready to sign the contract, and when he got ready to sign the contract, the assistant coach's contract was supposed to be for 3 years. It was for 2, and they told him just tell him it's for 3 years, well, even though it's for 2. He said, "Man, no, I'm going," and he got up and left. And remember that?
And they hired Dick Duran after that.
Yeah, they had a Dick Duran. They just had to scurry and hire a coach real quick. But what was the coach name there?
Dave somebody.
Yeah.
He came from the Cardinals.
Yeah.
It was Dave somebody.
And Dave Wannstedt had just got fired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My God.
So that's the same Bears.
Listen,
I think I'm gonna put it to you like this. This is just pure my opinion. Somebody's gonna be hired, whether it's gonna be a black coach or a black GM. It's gonna be a black somebody that's gonna be hired. I just don't know which one it's gonna be.
Somebody said, I forgot, I think Olin, he trains with the players, and he said that the McCaskies are out of touch.
Yeah,
they are.
$15 an hour.
They are.
Hit it.
Very out of touch.
They're very out of touch.
They need to sell that team.
They ain't gonna sell it.
They ain't gonna sell that.
You wouldn't sell it.
I wouldn't.
Hey.
You wouldn't sell it. None of y'all would.
Somebody. They need somebody. They need somebody because it's a win now league now.
Don't sound so down when y'all talk about this shit now.
No, they got it
about this Bear shit. The thing about it is, Flores wants what? What does Flores want?
I think he I don't think they're gonna consider him now.
Why?
Just because he wants too much control, too much say, too much voice as a head coach. It's not gonna happen.
That's what do for Miami, right?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen at Hallis Hall.
That's what was
It's not
happening.
gonna happen.
That's what happened with him at Miami. He didn't like Tua.
He wants to go somewhere where he can have control of the roster and potentially bring who he want to be his quarterback or whatever.
Oh, that's right. And he don't want to roll.
See, here's the thing, and somebody was talking about this on the radio today. Out of everybody they probably interviewed, I think they interviewed 9 GM candidates. And this guy was saying how out of all 9 of them, maybe 5 of them don't like Justin Fields. So as the Bears, what are you going to do? Are you going to hire a guy who thinks that, hey, I'm going to bring somebody else in here? I never thought about that. Because the Bears want somebody to come in and coach Fields for the next 4 years. You bring in a GM, he might not like Fields. You bring in a head coach, he might not like Fields.
Why is Riddick not being considered?
He probably don't want the job.
Who? Louis Riddick.
But even though he ain't been considered for nobody.
Really?
He hasn't interviewed with nobody.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Maybe he don't want to lead a booth. Think about how much he's making. That's a cushy job.
The booth?
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about nobody else.
Spirit of peace at that booth.
You can analyze everybody.
Job security.
Yes, sir.
You analyze what everybody else and call out their mistakes. You don't get analyzed for your mistakes.
Right.
But you're correct. We got to deal with Justin Fields. And he's a great quarterback.
The owner, George McCaskey said the decision is his on who they hire. So if he's in an interview.
For GM and for coach?
Both. And he said, and basically if he in an interview, and let's say Brian Flores was like, well, he interviewed, what if he was like, well, I got my ideas on quarterback. I think I can bring this guy in. I think I can bring this dude in. If George McCaskey's like, no, Justin Fields is the quarterback of the future, Flores is out. Next, they're going to the next guy. I mean, that's something that you got to think about. I think it's going to be either, like I said, a black head coach or a black GM. It's going to be, it ain't going to be both. It's going to be either or. That's what I think is going to happen. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to be They bringing in Leslie Frazier Saturday.
He's gonna be wind up getting hired.
That's who you think they're gonna hire?
Yeah.
Leslie Frazier.
Somebody that they're familiar with, and I hate to use the C word, control. What do you think?
Because they're not gonna let the head coach get. That's why. Why you think Jim Harbaugh hasn't been interviewed? Like, let's be honest. If the Bears really wanted Jim Harbaugh, they can get Jim Harbaugh. They can open up the checkbook if they really want Harbaugh. But Harbaugh just ain't come here to be no puppet. Harbaugh gonna be like, hey, I want this player. We gonna draft him. Like Harbaugh's, he vocal. That's how he was in San Fran.
Fuck you, you cool.
That's how he is. The Bears ain't never been ran like that.
So does you see Flores going to New York or Minnesota or Texas?
Or Texans. Because the quarterback he wants is already there in Texas.
Okay.
Just a matter of him being able to be cleared to play.
San Fran versus Green Bay. Who you got?
Green Bay. I hate to say it, Green Bay.
San Fran or Green Bay?
I'm done with football.
Why are you done with football? Wait. Hold on.
I'm not going to answer you. I'm not going to buy into it. I'm just done with it.
Why are you done with football?
That's it.
He said that's it.
Did you watch football over the weekend?
Oh, shit.
I sure did. And that's it.
Nice colors you got on.
Yeah.
Looks like a little. Well, it's just missing a star. A 5-point star. Cowboys. What happened?
Therapy session.
Talk about it. Explain.
How does it make you feel?
Yeah, how does it make you feel? Was you upset that Dak ran too long? Jerry Jones, Mike McCarthy. Do any of those strike nerves?
My God.
Oh, shit.
What about Zeke?
Oh, man.
Stephen Jones.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Other Cowboy fans. How many phone calls did you get?
Oh,
I
man.
I know. Hey,
How many tags did you get?
No.
on
They was
Facebook?
blowing Mike's phone up. I know people was blowing his phone up and tagging him on. I know they was.
Man.
I think you put a bad omen on the Cowboys because you know what? You had just came from San Francisco. It's your fault. Posing near the bridge, having a good time out there. Great family photo.
Rest in peace to my uncle Jimmy. That's who passed. The oldest man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
That's right.
peace.
May
The
Allah
power.
bless his soul.
Yeah.
Man.
Getting back to it, great family photo. But you had just came back from San Francisco. You posed well. I told you don't jump off that bridge though.
Hey, that's a sensitive subject.
Got you. Okay.
For real.
Okay.
Can't talk about that.
Don't talk about that. No problem.
No. Like personally, family wise.
Okay.
I'll talk about that out there.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you just came back from San Francisco. The Cowboys at the same time had to play San Francisco, and Garoppolo really had fun. Team won. I really didn't want Nick Bosa to win.
MAGA.
Yeah. But they prevailed.
Some nice shoes, dog.
Boss!
My God.
Hey, Green Bay, San Francisco, who you got?
Green Bay.
You got Green Bay? Green Bay or San Francisco?
Man, I'm going hyphy. San Francisco.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Tampa Bay
Tell 'em where to
or L.A. Rams?
Shit, everybody picking the Rams to beat Tampa.
Tampa Bay or L.A. Rams?
I'm done with football.
Okay.
He's staying consistent.
Tampa Bay or L.A. Rams?
I'm going to go Tampa.
Yes. Tom Terrific.
Man,
Tom Terrific.
Tampa Bay or L.A. Rams?
that fucking MAGA bitch ass motherfucker Tom Brady. I'm going with Tampa.
Sending Sean McVay ass home early. Him and Odell. Odell showing out. They dropped him for
Shit,
PEDs though.
They made him drop today.
Yeah.
They want to see. They trying to get him, man.
AFC got the better matchups though. This
Buffalo
weekend.
or Kansas City?
No. I thought it was, it is Buffalo, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Man, Buffalo looked good last week.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I
I'm going Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo or Kansas City. I
I'm
had to
gonna
skip
go
over
Buffalo.
him.
I'm gonna go
or
Buffalo.
Kansas City.
Griselda.
Buffalo. Tennessee or Cincinnati.
Hey, my boy back running the ball. I'm going with Tennessee.
Care to speak?
I don't want to.
Tennessee or Cincinnati?
Tennessee.
Tennessee or Cincinnati?
For my man Mikey Mike, Cincinnati.
Tennessee. Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Give me a rewind. A rewind again.
Yo,
Go.
high school basketball is picking up in the city, man. But here's the thing. These teams, the good teams that's here in the city, they going out of state and getting their ass whooped. It's alarming to me.
When
Go
he
ahead.
got beat?
Whitney Young didn't just get beat. They got blown out.
Who?
Whitney Young.
Oh man, Ty can't coach.
Casey's not doing good.
I don't know what's going on. Then I watched Kenwood the other day.
You still quiet? You still being mute or what?
I'm letting him get his point across.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
About to
I'm
say,
not talking football. I told you I wasn't gonna talk football. You tried your best.
Go ahead.
And I watched Kenwood the other day. You know what I mean? Who they play? I think they play Simeon. If you look at both teams, Kenwood probably got more talent. Simeon beat him because it's like Simeon control the ball. Simeon plays solid defense.
Rebounding them.
They out rebounding them.
Them Reuben boys.
X factors.
Simeon play a slow, cocky basketball game.
But now he letting them push the ball a little bit now.
He is really?
Yeah. J-Rock, J-Rock, he got a 3-guard offense, but he got 3 smart guards.
J-Rock been player of the game when he went out of town.
They played well out of
They
town.
beat the team in Washington.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat the team in
And the
Washington,
team
and
in,
then they beat a team in Boston
Boston.
from New Jersey.
A top-ranked team in the state in the country.
Yeah.
Which game was J-Rock player of the game of?
The one in,
Which one is
Boston.
J-Rock?
Boston.
Drain.
Jalen Drain.
Jalen Drain.
The senior.
The senior.
The
With the
point
big
guard?
head.
Yeah.
With the
The
big
one
head.
I call it act like Pat Beverly on the court?
No. That's
that's number
Ivy.
0. That's number 0.
Shout out to Larry.
Yeah.
How was your MLK?
It was our game. We lost to Glenboro West, but I mean we knew that's the best team in the state. They got 5 seniors, 3 of them going Division I. One kid, the best player, probably he is a McDonald's All-American. He going to Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I mean we knew what it was.
Shoot it, huh?
He can do it all, man. Like I ain't never seen a big skill like that. Like he can do it all.
6'9".
6'9".
Man, maybe the
Long as
Bulls can
hell.
get him.
What's his name?
Braden Huff.
Okay.
Maybe the Bulls can get him.
They good, man. Like Chicago. This what's gonna happen in the playoffs. I'm predicting it. All these C teams gonna beat the hell out of each other, right, for the city title. Then when the state playoffs start, they're all gonna go to different sectionals and regionals. And what's gonna happen is you're only gonna get one team from the city
In each class.
and one of them. And here's my prediction: only one team from the city is gonna win state. I just don't know who it's gonna be.
Simeon got to go through Hillcrest in 3A.
Mm-hmm.
You got a good team out there.
Yeah, they do.
They young. They juniors though. They got a lot of juniors. So it's gonna be interesting.
Whitney Young might not even make it out their sectional. Kenwood might not make it out their sectional.
Shout out to the eyeballs.
Kenwood had somewhat of a small hard time with Curie the other day.
I'm not surprised because Curie played defense. Mike make them play defense. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Chicago basketball, it's gonna be interesting. You know, it's gonna. Everybody waiting on this game to happen though next week or the week after. That Sierra County game.
You a
That's
boss.
what everybody waiting on. If it happens, it's still up in the air now.
Still up in the air?
Still up in the air.
Nah, see, it's out. It ain't even basketball no more.
Still up in the air.
It's all fandom.
Couple of things about it. It's the security.
Yep.
They want the kids secured. Of course, they want Miss James and Bronny secured, and the other boy, his mama, she think they on that. They want top notch security, and they really want to have it at the United Center.
Wow.
So they really, cause he already played at the Staples Center.
But
But
that's been
they
said no.
want to be,
But they've been saying no to that.
Yeah. So for right now, it's supposed to be at the Wintrust, and kids, the kids' parents like, no, our kids pros. They got to play in the pro setting.
Pop it.
And they got to be secured in the pro setting. Hey man, they treat them kids over there with all the top notch bells and whistles.
Watch the Amazon Prime. Watch the doc by Uninterrupted about Sierra Canyon. They followed them for their whole season last year. Mike Wright. They treat them high school kids like pros.
So that's the thing about the other side about even at a school like Simeon. That's the most winning them kids gonna ever do in their life. They're not gonna win like that at the next level and at the next level or ever again in life.
No.
Because Jackie Crawford, shout out to him. He always talk about how he only lost 4 games in high school. 80-something and 4.
That's a lot of wins.
A lot.
God.
But you don't win like that no more because you're not going to get that coaching, that cohesiveness along with somebody else that's coming. Say you go to a junior college and you're going to have a good good team. It's going to be 3 of y'all. 3 of y'all might be All-Americans. Y'all might not know each other, but y'all just there for 2 years and y'all trying to get y'all. One might come from a small town in Missouri. The other one might come from a small town in Indiana. You come from Chicago. So now y'all trying to figure this out. But still, the main thing y'all probably going to really bond on is basketball, but y'all not going to have that cohesiveness. So you trying to go to the next level, but your head already messed up. That's why you're at junior college. Mm-hmm. You're not recruited like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you got the doubts in your head. It's different. So like the kids at Sierra Canyon, when they don't make it, depression, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Depression set in when you're not winning. You're not used to doing what you're doing, what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The kids, Bobby Smurder, we talked about him earlier. He probably went through a great depression. That's why he probably dancing and tooting his ass up now because he's happy than I'm up. When he got out, they flew him in on a private jet. They gave him all this jewelry. All
Quavo came and got him.
Yeah, pussy was on. He had pussy.
Yeah.
Got him a shot of ass on
the car.
On the airplane.
That lifts up. If he was in a psych ward, that lifts up all that off of you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now you gotta watch yourself so you don't play yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tupac played himself because he was caught up in all
the hoopla.
Smitten by Suge Knight and Death Row.
That's the title too. Write that down.
What's the title again?
What'd you say? You gotta watch yourself before you play yourself.
Watch yourself before you play yourself.
Yeah.
You never want to play yourself.
Never want to play yourself.
Because when you play yourself,
you spun out.
That's in your head for the rest of your life.
Sure enough.
That shit how you played yourself.
You a 45.
What you gonna say about this NBA young boy versus Lil Durk beef going on?
Man,
I ain't even keeping.
And then NBA young boy trying to come at NLE Chopper. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I heard somebody he was dissing him or whatever, but I don't.
That kid got 8 kids and
who?
He want that success.
Young boy, he has.
Yeah, young boy want that light that Lil Durk got, and then you got NLE Chopper, that's in the same state, right, Louisiana, and he wanna like.
They call Durk the voice, right?
I want to be relevant.
That's it.
That's all.
That's it.
But the kid doesn't like to tour.
Who?
The
Young like doing shows.
Well, shut the fuck up.
What?
He doesn't like. I mean, you realize that now, but with this whole streaming music, with the music stream situation, it's made a situation where it's got these artists that don't want to tour. They
Make
just
money.
get their money off the streaming checks.
You got to tour.
Versus the royalty checks that they get from the record sales and shit.
Man.
You get streaming checks and shit all that time. and everything, but you don't tour.
But that lets you know what kind of artist he is.
But he's the number one streaming artist.
He got it
in his genre.
He gotta get out.
Number one.
You know that,
NBA
right?
YoungBoy.
He's the number one streaming artist.
Yeah,
in his genre.
yeah,
Everybody
I read
likes
that
him.
somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He gotta get out.
He's on house arrest in Utah.
Well,
So then he accustomed to getting that money at the crib. Stream me the fuck out. So I get it.
That's the reason why he drops tape after tape after tape after tape after tape, but no radio airplay. He's mad about that. He's mad he don't get no radio airplay. You feel like the industry is against him and everything.
That's why he's coming at Dirk and LE.
Dissing and stuff like that. Yeah.
Because they got Dirk now, he got the light. He's moving. He's doing songs with people that NBA YoungBoy dreamed of.
You peeped the 50 record for Tommy show?
Yeah. Yep.
He's like NBA YoungBoy want that.
Dirk Jeremiah.
Dirk Jeremiah and
He want that conversation.
50.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Don't get me wrong. NBA YoungBoy may be winning on the streaming side, but if he want to have a conversation, he gonna have to call that ghostwriter.
YoungBoy.
Yes,
NBA
sir.
YoungBoy.
Rewind.
Sir.
Quickly. Jeff, Mike, be able, coach. Do men still want to lead?
That's crazy.
Do men still want to lead?
So Pete, I have to speak on this. So when Jamal texted that question today at work, I had 3 young ladies around me, averaging 27 to 30 years old. So I just said, just for content, I'm gonna ask them. I said, do men still want to lead? You know what these ladies said?
What?
Part-time.
Hit it.
They only lead when it's convenient.
Pop it.
I was like, how? She was like, yeah. She was like, men want to lead only when men only want to lead in our generation when it's part-time and convenient. I was like, what?
At 27, 28 years old.
From 27 to
They
30, that was
speaking
the age
from their
range.
They're speaking from their generation.
From their generation.
Okay.
So then it kind of blew me. So I explained to him, I explained to him my generation and what we was taught from house to high school. You know what I'm saying? The high school I went to, our motto was unto perfect manhood. So we was taught to lead. So she was like one girl off experience was like, my guy only leads when it's convenient for our relationship. So I asked her, I said, so how do you feel about that? And she was honestly was like, when he leads, I love him. But when he's indecisive and don't lead, I love him when he leads. I like him when he doesn't. I was like, oh, wow. One girl boyfriend left her because she's the leader and he's not. I was like, God damn.
Say that again.
One girl's guy left her. She broke up with her guy.
She did.
She broke up with him because he got intimidated because she leads the relationship. He was like, why do you act like a man? You act harder than me. You think more of a man than me. I was like, you should have been left this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
For him to say, he belittled himself, say, you act more of a man than I do, and you a woman.
So, but wait a minute though.
What?
If he's telling her that, then that means she needs to humble and submit. Then, right?
What? She ain't got no long. What?
I mean,
if
he's sitting up there giving her, if he's sitting up here telling her that you act more harder than a man,
that don't make.
Then that means she needs to do hey, stop, hold on.
She drive forklifts at work.
Okay.
Oh, she do?
Yeah.
I mean, does she know her place when she goes home with him though?
Yeah.
Did she know her place?
She knows her place.
She knew her place.
But he doesn't step up to the plate because she's a leader.
She's an
alpha. In that relationship.
Alpha female.
In that relationship.
In that relationship. She's an alpha female.
Okay. She drives a forklift at home. I mean, she drives a forklift at work,
And
right?
at home too.
So
exactly.
You said what?
She drives a forklift at home and at
I
work.
tried to get you on here. I told you to come on and talk about this. Now you
But
can't sideline chant.
But I purposely asked that question. It was so crazy when he sent the text in the group message. They was right there, and I said, "Hey, this." Because you know about the podcast at work. I said, "Hey, do men still want to lead? They was like, first they was like, no.
But wait a minute, I'm still taken aback by what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just going by what they saying, bro.
And think about it,
If fucking Jamal
It's
up.
fucking him up.
it is.
Why?
Because the thing about it is, he left. If he says up there and tell her, "Hey, chill," that's what he's saying. Am I right or wrong?
I guess.
And she probably saying, "Who the fuck you talking to?"
Right.
I guess.
So then,
That makes you mad. That get his blood boiling.
right.
He bubbling right now. He a polar.
No.
He a polar
if he sit up here,
sausage.
hey, no.
Scott
Let's,
Peterson.
let's talk here.
Let's talk.
If he sit up and hey, you acting more of a man than no, you gotta chill. I wear the pants here. I got the penis, you got the pussy.
Docker.
Whose shoes is bigger?
Dockers.
Put these shoes on.
But what's make the most money?
Put these pants on.
Who make the most money?
Some
No,
niggas
I don't know. No, I'm going off basically off the statement he just said. I don't know about the other whatevers. Is there more to it
Shout
than
out
what
to
you're
Erica.
saying?
Some niggas fold, some niggas wear.
So he does. Okay, what was he doing?
That's
Folding.
He's folding.
He's
That
folding.
What it sound like.
He
My
folded.
fault, you understand what I'm saying?
Listen,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
listen. My baby
I
mom.
don't either.
You don't understand what I'm
No,
saying?
I don't get into it.
Listen,
No, but we're having a conversation.
Listen.
But I don't think
Listen.
that far.
But you gotta understand this
It's-
too.
it's
Listen.
whatever it is whatever.
No.
Long as we smiling and happy, it don't make a fucking difference who leading. I don't give a fuck about all that. I don't give a fuck.
But
Honestly, 100% true.
and
It
she's
is whatever.
27.
I don't
think
be.
her guy
I'm
like
a man. I need to
years
be. I
younger
don't
than
give
her.
a fuck about that. Is the bills paid? Is lights
that's
on?
it. Take care of them
Is
business.
the toilet fixed?
But what was you about to say, Joe?
You don't give a fuck about that. None of
I had to get at my baby mama on that bullshit.
Okay.
Like she wanted to have that control when it came to my son, and I was like, "Hold on, wait a minute. We ain't gonna do this. Listen, I'm the father. I'm the man. He needs to be with me. I want my time with my son, and that's that. Get your ass, drop him off, and I'm good."
What she say after that?
She was trying to control the narrative, and I said, "You're not going to control this narrative. Some women need to know that you are a man and you are leading. You got to tell them, because you got some women that want to have control. They want to control the narrative and want to run shit. And they try to use three things: money. They try to use the dominance. Some women use dominance of this world. You know what I'm saying? Because they, been taught to be independent. And don't get me wrong, I love an independent woman.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when I come in and me and you are collectively building things, we work together and we do what we got to do to make this thing happen. Just like Mike, man, is the bills paid? We're going to get these bills paid and we're going to make this shit work. You know what I'm saying? And a
This is
woman...
side chick over on the other side of town. We used to have a good time.
Hit it.
And we
Man.
lead each other.
And the thing, and the
Pop
thing, and the thing is, a woman need.
Lead me, guide me.
Some women need to get like you
Lead
gonna
me,
sometimes
guide
have
me.
to
Drain me.
right.
Drain me. Lead
Some
me,
women-
guide me, drain me.
Some women have to what? Finish your statement.
Some women,
My bad.
you have to check them and put them in their place, and let them know, like, yo, hold on, this ain't that.
Coach.
You should go into the relationship like that, right? Before you get married, right?
What? What you talking about?
Places should be understood doing the date.
Court phase,
The
right?
pre-
Court
Pregame.
phase.
You got to know who you dealing, with.
You got
That's
to know your
right.
person
In
well.
the very
Coach,
beginning.
NYP.
In the very beginning. If you a type of man, if you can tolerate an alpha female, then that works for y'all. If you the type of man that's an alpha male and you can't deal with that, then y'all not gonna work. That's just what it is. Listen, I don't know about any other men in my household. That was my grandfather, that was my old man. They led. My grandfather led. Then shit moved without him saying whatever. That's how I learned. He didn't tell me to be a fucking caveman to a woman, but he taught me have a voice.
That's it.
Don't let nobody walk over you. And in so many words, don't even let a woman walk over you. He wasn't saying it to be mean. He was just saying know how to lead. Because he said if a woman sees that you can lead, she won't even never try you.
Period.
So that's I mean, it's just, yes, men do still want to lead. It just, I think the people you talk to in their age group, there's a lot of men that don't know how to lead.
Exactly.
Because they never had an example of to lead.
And that's what I was explaining to him, my generation, from their generation. It was like when it was it was a dope ass conversation we was having. And the thing I was explaining to him, like, you 27, your guy 25. You know what I'm saying? Who's his role model? Who does he look up to? Who does he, you know what I'm saying? Who influences him to be the man? And he, you know what I'm saying?
I hear women.
And I was explaining to her, like, myself, like, I explained to her the high school
right.
I went to.
Right.
Our motto, our parents. And the crazy shit for me, I even got a little transparent growing up in my household. My grandfather was henpecked. So to see a henpecked man growing up fucked me up. So as I got older, when I was in my teens and going to a high school that taught me to be an alpha male and come home and see a henpecked man, it fucked me up. I used to coach my grandfather.
Impact?
Yeah. Henpecked nigga is jump
Yes.
up and down until I tell you to stop.
Right. Yes, man.
Yeah, he was a yes man. But I asked him when I was of age, I said, man, why you don't stand up for yourself? You know what he told me?
What?
He said, man, I try to keep the peace. I said, but you know the woman you dealing with, you gonna have your peace flags all day. Because she alpha. You not alpha.
We're women.
So I interpret that.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? I interpret that because it hurt me some days. Like my grandmother would go in on my man and belittle him. I used to pull him in the room like, man, go check her, man. Show me. You know what I'm saying? So
let me ask you a question though.
What?
Was he fucking around with another bro somewhere?
No, not at this point.
Anytime, sometimes you
not at this point though, because I asked him that too. I said, you got some pussy on the side? Because you taking a lot of shit.
You got some box on the side.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how me and my grandfather was. God bless the
Now
dead.
you do have some men who have that
have families on both sides of the town.
You do have, in his generation, his grandfather, the grandfather
See what I'm
generation,
saying?
they do have families on the other side of
But he was
in
just
Mississippi and another family over there on the west side of Chicago.
And you know, I didn't interpret that he was a whole nigga
on another block.
I just interpreted that, man. His thing was for me to keep the peace. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let her be who she thinks she is.
There are some men who live like that,
and that's how he lived. I was the opposite. I got a voice. I'm a stand my ground. My old man taught me that.
Sure now.
So your father was stand your ground.
Stand your ground. In the door.
My grandfather was like, "Don't let nobody walk over you
at all."
That's it.
You know what
That's
I'm
just
saying?
how he
And I'm
was.
gonna say this: a good woman want to make sure you peaceful. She ain't gonna bring you no if she don't.
You do have to check women. You have to check women every now and then. I have to do that.
But if she respects you,
yes,
that checking is.
Listen to me. If she respects you, she's gonna allow you to check her.
Yeah.
If she doesn't respect you,
shut the fuck
over.
up.
That
dummy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
because
much.
The thing is, like I was explaining to the girls today, like, and it's crazy, like, not so much like me and Keish. There's a place she could check me, I could check her. But the thing is, I'm not checking her on some ego shit. I'm checking her for the better of us all.
Better of us all.
I'm not on some selfish shit like jump up and down, go cook me something to eat. That kind of know your place.
No, not like that.
Know your role.
Yeah.
That's the situation how these young niggas think. These young niggas think like that.
My wife a firecracker. She from 79th.
She think like that.
When I first met her, she was, you know what I'm saying, she
to the tip.
was mouthy. But she know the type of person I was. I used to be like, hey, when we go out, you ain't finna be doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you to be, or if somebody say something to you, you be quiet. Let me handle it, or we gonna leave. But that was something she had to get used to.
Yeah.
Because she from 79, she dealing with niggas, you know, she gonna pop off with the nigga she with.
Because that's survival for her.
There you go. That's the word, survival.
That's survival for her.
It's different.
Yeah. So it's like second nature. That's her survival mechanism.
Right.
So when she's in a situation with you, her survival mechanism kicks in. You, as the lead, got to moderate that shit. Like, that's good, but don't put that out right now. put the energy when we both together and we need both.
And we
I
need
get it.
both.
And the dialogue I had with these young ladies, man, for about 10 minutes was dope as shit. I learned in 10 minutes that their generation doesn't like alpha women at all.
Oh no, the younger generation.
They don't
hell no
at all.
Fuck that.
They
They
don't
ain't
like
going.
what?
They don't like alpha
Hell
women.
no.
They don't like them strong women like that.
Hell
at
no.
all.
They ain't going.
That nigga, when she told me her guy told her, why you gotta be so hard? Or why you gotta act like the man in a relationship? And she was like, because that's all I know, cause her mother's like that. Her mother's a contractor. Her mother runs, you know what I'm saying? So that's all she know. So when her guy said that, she broke up with the nigga. Dope conversation.
He couldn't. He feel like I didn't want to deal with that shit. I'd rather have a woman that submit.
But sometimes does submitting show your strength or your weakness?
In that situation with him, and that's it.
But I don't think submitting is a weakness.
But but the word itself is submitting.
I know
shows
right.
your weakness or your strength.
I don't think it's a weakness.
Which one is it?
In my opinion,
yeah, I mean, shit.
In that situation, there
shows what
he wants a woman to submit to him.
So is that his strength or his weakness?
That's his strength.
Okay.
Yeah, and that takes
strength or weakness.
That's a strength.
Gave you an opportunity to be on this podcast. You told me no, so I want to hear it. Submit. Hit it. Submit.
Weakness,
but in that situation as you said, I think him wanting her to submit.
Is that his strength or his weakness?
I think he wanted her to be weak.
Wanted her?
Yeah, I think he wanted her to be weak.
So he could be stronger.
But in the
that's kind of weak though.
But look, but in the definition of submit, that's not what that is. Though.
That's not. Submission is pretty much working together for the common good of the love affair, so we can make this thing work.
That don't mean you have dominion over the woman.
No dominion.
Right. But I'm just saying in the HD of it all,
what we living in now.
Weakness.
No, what we living in now is different.
Right.
You tell like his age group, I want a woman that's gonna submit. She gonna be like, submit, nigga, I ain't submitting nothing to you.
And all they hearing is when I submit, I'm weak.
I'm weak.
Right.
Yeah, there it go.
Versus my strength.
Right. Let's work together to build a happy home and build a bond.
Well, yeah, it was a dope. For 10 minutes, man, it was a dope conversation. I learned a lot, and and when you text, soon as you text that question, I asked him because I wanted content. And
shout out to the eyeballs.
Shout out to the eyeballs, man. Like
Claps.
That shit really opened my eyes.
One of the story, you chicks, stop following Ari, okay?
Hit it. She wants another woman now.
Yeah, I saw that whole interview.
I saw the title. I ain't look at the. I ain't go.
She wants another woman, because he wants.
First of all, Roy, back up.
Go ahead.
Her first sexual encounter was with the woman.
Hit it.
She said she's always loved women.
In high school?
According to the engineer, he went to school with her. She was gay.
Is she really from Naperville?
She fish sticks.
Richton Park, okay.
Richton Park.
She fish sticks, huh?
She was Richton Park gay.
She's from RP.
She was sucking pussy.
Some good boxing RP.
So and then you know what, man? Like Jamal, and I commend you. I commend the show, but Jamal, I commend you because you have me more so talking to people for content reasons. So so my coworker at work, I say let's give her 25, 26 years old of age. Mm-hmm. She out of nowhere says, I'm giving up on love. So my dumb ass say, well, what you gonna do, fuck a bitch? You know what she told me?
What?
You say, you know what? She was just her exact words are, you know I like girls too. And I was like, oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I was like, so what you gonna do? Since you gave up on love, but you like women, so what you doing?
Hey, women cheat
This is
too.
the one that who's
No, this is another coworker.
Should have told her women cheat too.
I told
hit
her.
it.
I told her that.
Pop it.
Women ain't shit either.
I told her that. And I told her, I said flat out.
I'm gonna tell you what my mama said.
I told her flat out, I was like, listen, you a suburban girl. Your demeanor ain't strong enough to take rejection. Rejection ain't her forte at all, man or woman. She'll unravel and won't be nothing. I told her, you a mummy.
I'm gonna tell
Gotta
you.
pick up off the ground.
You got to pick up. Because I've seen her in situations where she can't be wrong, and when she has been accused of being wrong and she is wrong and won't admit she's wrong, she unravels. I have to slap her and put her in check every time.
That's how what's her name is.
Who?
You know what we talking about. We all know her.
Who?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Who?
I said that's how chick that we all know. Young chick we all know. Same way.
No, what y'all talking about?
I don't know.
No, what you said about the chick, she can't
About the unravel?
She unravel. She can't take
It was too long on this shit for me. I don't give a fuck who lead. I mean, like, do men want to lead? Yeah. Give me some pussy. Let's pay the bills. Let's go on with life. Give a fuck about all that shit.
He
That's
put the oven on
You
350.
let
Open up the door.
her order food for you at the table?
Yeah,
at the
I
dinner
don't give
table?
a fuck about
Mike
that.
Crib.
No. Answer the question.
Yeah. If
Mike,
you know what I like,
Fuck,
yeah.
man. Goddamn.
Hey, coach,
Mike
put all
Crib,
the
you got-
eyes on. Put all the eyes on over the stove, bitch.
Give
Let's
a
go in
fuck
the
about
kitchen.
that. Who
That's fuck.
who made the rule that the man's supposed to make the order? The woman can't order you what you like. What does she want to pay? Where did these fucking rules come from? Who made them up?
Society.
Yeah,
You said a white man?
who made them up?
Society.
Black. So you agree with what the gay guy said off TikTok?
That's how I was just about to talk.
Wait.
You
agree
watched
with
it? You know what I'm
watched-
talking about?
Huh? That black men want to be white.
Yeah.
Younger black men.
Nigga, I love my mother
I
and
get
my
it.
father. Nigga,
I
I wish I was
understand.
born white.
Wait. Speak your piece.
Yeah, it is.
And be their mama.
Yeah, them niggas want bottle service. They want sparkles and all that. They want bottle service. You know what I'm saying? They want bottle service, coach.
But you hear what the old nigga said right here.
Old nigga.
Old nigga said sit up and said
That's
he'll
some
allow her, he'll let her order the steak for him. Instead of you order the steak and then say, look,
What the fuck does that have to do with my manhood? What does that have to do with my manhood?
you got to lead.
What the fuck? She know what I like?
Huh?
She know what I like. I might be testing her to see if she know what I like to eat.
How many times you gonna do that? How many times you gonna keep fucking testing?
Every time she suck my dick.
Hit it.
Let's go.
Pull up the goddamn bullshit.
Hey.
Rewind.
On that note,
On that note,
Yeah.
topic is over.
it's over.
Oh,
Less
God.
teeth. Look,
Where
coach.
no-
Less teeth, more shaft.
shaft.
I'm a
My
single
God.
mom of 3, and I want to meet a new man. I'm pregnant, but not showing. My mom refuses to babysit. She's in the streets dating and shaking her selfish 44-year-old BBL fat ass, and it hurts my chances to find a new dad for my kids. How do I make her
So
step?
basically,
Man.
she just said her mama selling pussy.
Bombs!
Show now.
That
Pop
bitch.
it.
Just-
No, the daughter shaped
I
like
just
Grimace.
had that topic on After Hours.
Huh?
I had that.
Mama, Gemini Jones said, "Mama gotta have
Mama
a life
gotta have a
too."
life.
So that,
So
that
Mama
goes, that
Stella.
goes to show you that the girls are just like the dudes that want to be little mamas.
Yeah.
Because she's going to have responsibility. She trying to find another daddy for some other 3 niggas' kids.
4.
The apple
Apple don't fall too far.
The apple didn't even fall off the
So
tree.
she a little
It's still
daddy?
there.
That bitch a little daddy?
I don't-
Bitch shaped like
I
a
don't- I
speaker.
don't know what she is. She fucked up.
She shaped
Shaped
like
like
a
a-
monitor.
Because the Kelly Blue Book on that pussy is way up there.
The Carfax report.
Yeah, 4
The
kids.
vag facts.
4 kids.
The Vag facts.
The vag fact.
Yeah, the cat facts.
4 kids.
Man.
She mad at her mama because mama out there shaking
Mama
her ass.
said her BBL ass.
Yeah, her BBL. She popping
You
up.
see that video of Kiki Wide on stage looking like
Yo, that shit.
3 loads of laundry?
That shit look terrible.
That's
My
Andre
30-year-old
Talley.
my-
That's the power.
My 30-year-old Florida man refuses to get his front tooth replaced. He says it will grow back just like it did in childhood, and that his exes didn't complain. A permanent tooth costs $1,000, and I'm not paying. The penis is amazing, pause, but his toothless smile embarrasses me. Help.
Pay that.
So
Bitch,
basically,
put that nigga in the circus and say he can whistle and hum at the same
What's
time.
the name of your boy? Your boy had a song everybody called years ago called Dickmatized.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dickmatized.
You dig me?
That nigga can whistle and hum at the
No
same
selfies with them then.
He got to keep his lips. But I hope he got some big lips like me. He got to keep.
Come here, girl.
Hey, he toothless though. He toothless.
In the front, you got one tooth missing.
Gemini, would you date a toothless guy? Even though if he had he was penising you down and shit.
Damn.
A toothless guy couldn't do it.
What if he lost his tooth in a fight defending you after you got
He
through
said
DK?
that's a hard stop.
That
You
nigga,
gotta break up
that
with him
nigga's
after you get
leading
his
though.
tooth knocked out.
What
I'm
if
talking
he?
about look, he got all his teeth. He defending you after a party. Get his
Yeah.
tooth knocked out.
He is too
He'd
knocked
have had
out.
that motherfucker in within 72 hours. Yeah.
You
He
gotta
got
get-
no open no spitter, huh?
And you won't be doing any
Look, he be like, come here, girl.
on that clit.
Pop it. Hit it. I'm pregnant. My boyfriend 3 years doesn't want a baby. He's a physical trainer, and he said he loves me, but he has sex with clients after workouts. It's just a form of exercise. No emotions, and he gets paid. He
Form
said,
of
if I'm too
exercise.
insecure, I can go.
God damn.
Will the baby change him?
Boy, you better make a move and get up out of there. 'cause
Will the
that-
baby change itself? Shit.
Period.
Hell no.
Ain't no
That's
baby.
a man
you
that
trapping.
leads.
You trapping it. You
That's a
trapping
lead.
That's a man that leads.
That is a man who
That's
leads.
a man that
You
leads.
know why? He
Why?
told her ass, this is a form of exercise. Bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
I get paid.
I get
So when he
paid.
catch
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
Ain't no, wait.
Yeah,
Ain't
yeah,
no-
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
no-
We
ain't
paid.
no, ain't no order, no steak from. Ain't no ordering for me at all, right there.
when he catch her having exercise with somebody else, he gonna be crazy like Kanye.
Hit it.
Nobody.
He gonna want somebody,
You
anybody.
right, Mike.
He gonna forget that he even know how to eat steak.
You right, Mike.
All his teeth gonna fall out like my man with the 1K. He gonna need 32K.
He gonna be chasing
Was
it.
was Kanye filed for head nodding his head to Game use that line about Kim K?
He hurt.
Yeah.
No, he not foul. He hurt.
He
You
chasing.
still could be foul and hurt at the same time,
No,
right?
hurt people hurt people. He don't give a shit about none of that.
He's
This lady done moved on with her life and he hurt.
That nigga rhymed the situation
Yeah.
about what he did to Kim K,
And that's
and
him,
Kanye was
that's him
head
trying to get that in his head to make him hate her. But he really love her.
I think it's foul on Jay Sean for even rhyming that.
Jay Sean.
Jason.
Jay Sean.
Oh,
Try to put you in
oh,
there, Shawty.
oh.
Like, damn, Jay, you
I
right?
didn't know you was rapping, Shawty.
He foul for even doing that.
Jason.
Yeah.
So you say Game was
He
foul for that?
foul.
So both of them are
He
tension,
foul.
What do you think?
whores.
They are, and he always been one.
Well, the
Game?
game,
Yeah.
the game is an opportunist all the time. So that doesn't surprise me.
Again, he know who to do that to.
Right.
Your thoughts? Did you see that?
What? The video? The
Yeah.
song? Heard it? Yeah.
Okay.
Song dope though. I ain't gonna lie.
Song,
Song
oh,
is decent,
Song
but I
dope.
mean, it's Kanye, make me relevant.
yeah.
But
Boy, make me relevant.
Pete Davis better be careful.
Y'all hot. He
Yeah.
went and got security.
Because Mike said it best. Kanye hurt, and you don't know what he might be thinking.
You see the video of him spazzing out on
Yeah.
that fan, and
On
that
that
nigga
fan.
laid out.
You see what I
Knock
said
him
on
out.
Facebook though?
What you say?
I said that fan probably threw down the rakes.
Yeah.
Hit it!
Yeah.
Bomb!
Because he hoove off.
Yeah, he hooping now. He probably threw down the rakes.
This
My
man-
pastor is single and a good man.
Uh-oh.
Starting with you on this one, Jeff. He takes our prayer circle to dinner, read verses with us, etc. He's sleeping with several in our group, but not me. He's never made a move, and I've tried to seduce. I'm tired of being his sister Shirley. I want to be sister wife.
There's something wrong with
Advice.
Wash,
that.
Listen,
wash your ass.
Let Jeff lead. Then
listen. If God didn't speak, sit down somewhere.
hit it.
That bitch smell like a Bible when you open it up.
Man, because I can tell you this much.
You know how you open up a Bible?
I want to use that title so bad.
That first smell, like, there she go.
It smell like a Bible. First open it up.
You're not ready for sister wife action.
She's not ready for sister wife action.
Period.
Smell like a Bible.
Hey,
What'd you say,
he's
Mike?
a pastor.
What's
He
wrong with
get
the mic? What's wrong with the
revelation
mic?
before he even.
She fat. Bombs. Pop it.
You get revelation.
Now look at the rest of the inventory around the table with her while he reading the verses.
Right.
Yeah.
If your stomach
They-
on the
they look
table
good.
and
They
they
look
shit
good.
underneath the table,
Yeah,
you
it's
figure
some-
that out.
Nice shapely lady there with some 38 double D's.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You got to have revelation. Hey, most pastors have revelation before they even touch that lady's hand.
You shaped like the car I drive, bitch.
Show enough. Hey, that's what it is, baby. You're not ready.
Come on
This
with it.
ain't that.
This is hard. That's
Next.
hard.
My God. Hit it, my God,
right.
please.
That was hard. That was
My
hard.
God.
Hit it one more time. My God.
No
Jeff.
no revelation. My
Man,
God.
LeBron just set another milestone tonight.
Mate,
Who?
LeBron,
What'd he do?
first player in NBA history with 30,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 9,000 assists.
did they lose?
Hand claps.
Did they lose?
They lost?
Come on.
Take their hand claps back.
Yeah, shut up.
Come on.
Married for 2 years, no baby. I thought we were trying to start a family. Is Vogel out of there?
No.
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Hey, finish reading. Fuck them.
Rewind.
Bulls or nothing, brother.
Married for 2 years, no baby. I thought we were trying to start a family. I found out my wife is taking birth control shots and had multiple affairs. My frat apologized for their affair, but also told me that she's cheating on him too.
My God.
She just cries and denies. Help.
Cries and denies.
That bitch leading right there, huh?
Hey, my God.
She crying out both eyes or just one?
Hit it.
She got two pussies.
Hit it.
Go to Cabela's, man. Go to the third floor, second floor up there.
Second
Get
floor.
get you a 357 because you get to keep the shells in there.
Hit it. No, pop it.
Hit that shit.
Yeah, there you
she's-
go. There's
she's
just like
being-
that.
Like that.
She's
In her
being
spine.
she's being
Pop it.
In her spine. Damn. Damn. You heard that?
Yeah.
she's
That
being,
last one, Jamal. That last one.
That last one.
Kill shot.
Pop it.
she being initiated, Joe.
Pop it. Coach,
Cool
you got
day,
to end off with the one-liners. Come on now.
I ain't got nothing, man.
Nothing. All right.
I ain't got nothing.
All right. One of two. You ready? My lover Chanel knows I have a wife and I'm not leaving my marriage. Chanel and I got into an S&M and she choked me until her hand got tired. Then she punched me. What the fuck? I like rough sex, but not black eyes. Wife thinks I was robbed and demanded I file a police report, so I did.
Oh, God.
The police followed up on the fake robbery and told my wife it was a lie.
Jesse.
I'm facing a big fine.
Juicy.
And I lawyered up. Wife demanded an answer, so I told her I'm a drug addict and was beaten after a drug deal. Wife wants me to go to rehab or she's out. I'm sober. Help.
Find a rehab, bro.
Do some crack.
Bop it!
Do some crack.
Hey, Juicy.
Do some crack, man.
Yeah.
Do some LSD. What's the boy name?
Vic Mensa.
Vince Mensa.
Look, go to the house and drop to the floor and just lick the floor.
Hit it!
Think you crazy.
When all your shit, everything crashed. Because of Chanel.
Because of Chanel. Chanel pussy must be outstanding.
Man, the name alone is bad to
You
them.
got that little nigga in there.
Anytime,
Crack your dick.
Yeah.
So the names is Chanel. The names that you stay away from is what?
Chanel.
Dior,
Keisha.
Passion, Princess,
Yeah, Mercedes.
Lexus,
Yeah, anybody named
Mercedes.
After the car. Yeah, anybody named after the car.
Deborah.
Hit it!
Let's go.
Deborah. Deborah.
Let's
Stay
go.
away from bitches named Deborah.
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 That's a new one.
They got a bomb.
Man,
So Deborah got the little nigga in the pussy.
man, keep her hair done and everything. Badass. Arlene. Let's go.
Claudine,
Darlene.
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 Darlene smoked crack.
And Darlene got double D's.
Yeah.
Man, thick in a motherfucker.
And the back of her
Cheryl.
neck smell like
Cheryl.
Yo.
God
He
damn,
might have a
Jeff.
point on the Cheryl.
Is everything all right?
Man, some
He going-
bad
I have a point on the
motherfuckers.
Cheryl.
He
one,
doing
though.
through a mental Rolodex.
I know, right? All these fucking rap bitches he know and shit.
Yeah.
With Tim's.
Every chick named Janice can suck dick.
Hit it! Pop it!
Bitch mouth like an ashtray.
Jamie. I met a chick, Jamie, 8th grade. That bitch had a walk out this world.
Yeah.
And that ass was fat. But she had the sexiest goddamn walk I ever seen.
8th grade?
8th grade. Put the chokehold. I learned.
She choked?
That's when I learned early.
You got choked?
No. That's when I learned early. Just because your ass is big and you can walk right, you got something deadly between that motherfucking pants.
So you little man inside there.
You been pussy with, B?
No, sir.
B.
You just said it.
Be able.
You just said you
No. I just know she's
Be able. That little man inside
little
there. Be
man
able.
grabbed his dick and
grab
jerked the
his
shit out of him.
Yeah.
I didn't admit it. If you
She's dangerous. She was dangerous.
You ain't never been pussy with?
Nah,
Never.
never. Word life. My old man told
Never
me.
ever?
Come on now, B.
My old man
God
told me every bitch got a paper cut.
I can get that.
You've been pussy with at least one time in your life.
You know what? I have been
Because
pussy
low
with,
key,
but I had to
honestly,
wake
head
Hold on a
separate.
second.
I've been pussy whipped, but I woke up.
You ain't been pussy whipped not one time in your life.
But hey,
Coach,
Yes.
yes.
Magic.
No. Let's go.
These motherfucking bricks be lying as they ass off,
I'm
man.
just saying, it ain't-
Fucking glazed donut ass niggas be lying.
It's
they
not
fucking
everybody's
ass off.
business.
The
Have
fuck out.
you?
Have you?
Hell yeah.
Okay, you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not everybody's business is looking at it. I don't know who's looking at this. And I don't want to tell it.
On that, hey.
Somebody can hold that over your head at another time.
No.
Let that
But you know what,
melt
though?
your system.
Nigga, order your own steak so you
But
won't
you know
have
what?
no problems.
Fuck about
But you know what,
Order your
Mike?
own lobster so you
But
won't
you
have
know
that
what?
problems every
No.
night.
That's
But
the
you know
popcorn,
what?
please.
But you know what, Mike, though?
Let that sizzle in your
Let
spirit.
that sizzle.
Let it breathe.
Gyro
Anyway.
meat.
Add your own peppercorns to the goddamn steak, my nigga.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Mike,
I don't give a fuck about no who or
Mike.
what.
that person that's trying to hold it over your head is had the same shit. You can hold it over their head, too.
No, I don't want to get into that game at all. What happened before me, what happened before us or whatever, whoever wants to know that, you don't really want to know that. Because I'm going into deep detail. And now you going to be wondering,
Right,
where's she at?
Is that me?
You know what I'm saying?
right. I understand.
So, I mean, no, that ain't the question that I really want to answer. You know what I'm saying? Because then some people might think I still got feelings for that person. You know what I'm saying? It might be that person. So, no.
I get it.
All of it's the same.
Reasonable Ignorance Podcast.
4 minutes and I'm up.
It all tastes like chicken.
Right.
Straight up. My God.
Teriyaki.
In and
Reasonable
out.
Ignorance Podcast. Anywhere where you hear podcasts that we at. SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. We are there. Magic Mike.
If it is to be, it's to be up to me. Right? Yeah, that be no determinant. No, you ain't pussy with me. Who wear the pants here?
There you go.
Yeah, but still, you go.
There you go.
You can order my steak. After you suck this dick.
Hit it.
And you saying the rest of it. That's the title of the show. Order the steak after you suck this dick.
Bombs.
That title hard.
Oh.
That title